S is for the S's that have disappeared. H is for Haas, it's changed, my dear. I is for incredible, lots of changes to our edibles. F is freaky cause Mandela effects are all the buzz. And T is for time that's running fast. Y is for your memories, hope they last. If it's not a fun day, won't you join me Shifty Sunday? Shifty Sunday for Emmys. Shifty Sunday, if you please.
All right. Hello, everybody. Hebrew77 here, and welcome to another edition of Shifty Sunday. We have Sagittarically Speaking and a special guest for tonight, Sandy Diva. How you doing tonight, Sandy?
Great. How are you tonight? Thanks for having me.
No problem. Glad to have you on the show. Also, Armor Up will not be joining us tonight. We do have some information though. I believe he told you something, Sagittarically Speaking. What did he tell you again?
Well, I mean, I heard he was. You told me he wasn't going to be on, so I tried to look on Twitter, see if I could find any information as to what could be happening, and I saw a post that said that something about what was that general, that colonel's name that came to get Rambo?
Colonel Trotman.
Colonel Trotman. Yeah, you got his image up? You bring his image up, Colonel Trotman?
Yeah, Colonel Trotman apparently
he's been out looking for people who were in World War One, and he's taking them back to Germany. So I'm thinking he probably had to go back to Germany with Colonel Trotman. And I saw a picture there of Colonel Trotman and then some soldier from World War One. It kind of looks like it might be Armor. I think they said he left his dog tags back there or something. He has to go get them.
Yeah, there he is, right there.
Oh yeah, there he is. That guy.
Yeah, he come and got him.
And that's the same guy that got Rambo, right?
I do believe so. Yeah,
that's what I thought. Yeah, thought I recognized him. So this must be official World War One business back when he fought in the war.
And we actually ran into a picture of God's armor during World War One, didn't we?
Yeah, we found one. It was hard. I had to really do a lot of research. I think you got it. Can you share it with everybody?
I'll try to dig it up. You sent it to me, didn't you?
I think so, yeah.
Let's see.
But while you're doing that, I'll take a moment to thank our special guest, Sandy Diva. Thank you for coming on the show, especially since Armor wasn't able to make it this week.
Oh, thank you. And again, thank you for having me. And I just want to say, I think Red Shirt Blues reason is probably a good reason why Armor's not here.
What's Red Shirt say?
The Steelers are on.
Oh, yeah. That could have something to do with it as well.
Yeah.
But that's just too obvious. I like the whole conspiracy theory with Colonel Trotman a lot better.
Oh, sure. Here's a picture of Armor when he was in World War II that you dug up.
You mean World War One?
Oh, yeah, World War One. There you go. What do you think of that? Look, he's got the gas mask on and everything.
Yeah, can you make it larger?
I can't. It won't let me.
Oh, okay.
But you can see that, right? I mean, everyone can see that.
Yeah, it's just kind of small. Yeah.
Are you on a PC?
Laptop, yeah.
Oh, you're on a laptop. So you don't have a mouse with a scroll wheel?
No.
Oh, okay. Never mind that. I was going to tell you how you could zoom in, but you need a mouse.
Yeah, I'm trying.
At least the way I know you need a mouse.
But yeah, there you go. Oh, better not show all that stuff. So there we go.
All right. Well, anyway, if you happen to when you happen to be listening, Armor, we're just trying to have fun with it, and hope all is well with you. We look forward to having you back next week.
He
Go
knows.
Steelers!
He knows we're. You know what? I think we're getting him back for what he did to us last week.
Refresh my
What did you
memory.
do last week?
He made fun of my microwave nuking. You
How
remember
so?
that?
I
What
forget.
happened to your?
I had a perfect recipe for a taco salad, and I was talking about I nuke mine in the microwave. He said, "Oh, I don't use micro." Well, that's not his voice, but I don't use microwaves. We put ours in the oven.
Oh yeah, now I remember. Yeah, he uses the microwave for reheating only. That's what he said.
So no,
All right. Well, we got our special guest on. I believe you had something you wanted to share tonight. I know you're only here for like a limited time, so I don't want to waste too many precious moments just jibber jabbering. If you
Oh,
got something you
it's
wanted to,
okay. There's
well,
there's no rush. We have plenty of time.
I'll
We have
tell
plenty
you
of time.
okay.
what.
But
Before she does that, though, why don't we go ahead and give this room a call out? And since Armor's not here,
And Sandy, you already have chat up. Would you mind?
oh, well, I was going to do it, but since she's our special guest, why not? Would you like to do the honors?
sure, if you want me to, that's not a problem. We have Chaos Realities here. Vitally Hemlevsky. I hope I said that right. I'm sorry. Red Shirt
No.
Blues. Lorraine Lamore's here. Let's see. Zombie Cat Club is lurking. Oiler Greg, Robin Neely, Dave East, and Mad Max is here.
Oh
Great guys,
wow.
they'll be here. Mhm.
Well, hello everybody. Oh, it sounds like all of our normal dedicated regulars have showed up, which is a good thing.
That is a
Yeah,
great shout out, by the way. Thank you.
Yeah, you did a
you're
great job.
welcome.
And you know what? You know what? You pronounce Vitaly Helms. I can't even pronounce it right now. You did a very good job of pronouncing that name that I just mispronounced just now.
Yeah, I was going to say that everybody struggles with it. I don't even know how to pronounce it myself. So,
Yeah.
good job.
Oh, thank you. I just focus a lot with my last name. You know, my last name is not easy, so I try extra hard with other people's names. That's all. But I still get them wrong all the time. So hopefully I got it close to right.
Well, that's the thing with names is that they don't always follow the general rules of pronunciation. They because since it's their name, they can pronounce it any way they want. You know.
Hmm. That's true.
Speaking of names, I'd like to point out Euler Greg is in here, and I believe Euler Greg got his shirt today. Euler Greg was our winner. We had a contest, Sandy. It was whoever can come up with the best slogan for Shifty Sunday to put on a T-shirt would win a free T-shirt with that slogan and whatever name they wanted on the back of it.
Well, congratulations, Whaler Greg. That's awesome. Where's this? Can you show me what the shirt looks like?
Uh,
Well,
well,
we should bring it up and put the link down there for anybody who might be interested in ordering one.
that's a good idea.
That's a great idea.
Let me go ahead and you guys talk amongst yourselves for a minute. Let me go ahead and look that up real quick.
All right, we will do that. So, Sandy, I know that you do different shows. Is there any other shows that you got planned for this week that you want to make sure you take time to plug, and we'll get all this kind of fan service out of the way now?
Sure. Well, obviously tomorrow Mandela Monday, but I believe it's not set in stone yet, but it will be on her channel once she has the exact time. But I believe this week's show on Curious and Curiouser's channel will be Thursday this week.
Okay, Thursday.
Usually it's around 5:36 Pacific,
Yeah, that sounds about
8:30,
right.
9 Eastern. Yeah, usually that's the time it's we usually have it, but I
I've
know
been
it's
in
definitely the Thursday.
the last couple. I've actually tuned in for them, and you guys did a great job. You guys really get deep. You really get deep down and dirty into the new Mandela effects, and you take the time to do a thorough analysis of each one, and you all have your own different perspective on it. I mean, it's really for people who are into to the Mandela effect. It is a great channel. Whenever you have a chance, go ahead and put the link in the chat so people can, in case they don't already subscribe to that channel, they can subscribe it and be, hopefully tune into your show.
That'd be great. Thank you. I'll try. Sometimes if you don't have a wrench, you can't put a link
Oh,
in the chat.
Well, if
But I'll
you
give it a
put it
shot.
in our private chat here, I'll copy it and paste it and put it in for you.
I can't do that because then I get kicked out of StreamYard.
Oh no, I mean our
Do you
private
know what I'm
chat
saying?
on StreamYard.
Right. To get the link, I'd have to leave StreamYard and look.
Oh,
I'll get
okay.
kicked out.
Well, you
I'll,
know what? I'll
Okay.
look it up for you. I can do that. And then, do
Okay.
you
Well,
have that?
I'll see. I'll see if I can if it'll let me do it. Give me
I
1
can
second.
I can
But
throw you a wrench real quick. That wouldn't be a
all
problem.
right.
But before, I'm sorry.
Oh no, I'm listening to you. Go on.
I just want to let you guys know I've got it up here. The shirt. Can you see that?
Oh yeah, it's really nice. That's really nice.
That's the slogan Greg came up with. Shifted 80,000 light years to Orion, and all I got was this T-shirt.
That's good.
Now I do
I
have.
am.
Oops, sorry. Go ahead.
It's okay. No, I was just saying the links in the description in the chat. It worked. You don't even have to worry about the wrench.
Okay.
Okay,
Worked just
cool.
fine.
But here's the various products I do have. Here's one. I think you'll get a kick out of this one. You read that?
No, actually, it's really small. I can't read it. But
Oh,
that's because
really?
I'm on a small screen.
Oh,
I
okay.
tried. I don't know if the link is clickable for everybody, but it's in the chat. But yeah, it's. Oh, now I can. When when the shift hits the fan, watch Shifty Sunday. That's good.
And
I like it.
on the back of these shirts, we have all of our names there. Okay.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh.
That's really nice.
And these are,
Satirically speaking, really tiny though.
yeah, well, I had to do that to fit it on there. It wouldn't fit. Unfortunately.
It's okay. It evens out the design. It's fine. Uh-oh. We lost Sag.
Uh-oh. I'll put them back in here in a second. Those are.
Look.
Hold on. What now?
Oh no, go on.
I was just gonna say those are $25.99, and we got all kinds of sizes, small through. Let me see here, 5X, and you can see we got all kinds of colors there. Almost all the colors except for white. I didn't think white would work with that white background. Just saying.
Yeah.
But I'll go ahead and send the link. I'll put it on a banner there. I've got the banner where people can order those shirts and coffee mugs. We got coffee mugs too. Let me go ahead.
That's awesome. See, I'm more of a coffee mug type of person.
Oh, are you?
Be honest. Oh yeah. Like I'm constantly drinking.
Yeah, when you were
Sag
talking
is
about
back.
my name being
Let's see if I
small,
can. Uh-oh.
yeah,
I
it
can't
reminded.
This is the
Can you
problem I
hear
have
me?
with Teresa on Curious's channel. I have to leave. I can't hear Sag now. I can't.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Yep. That's the problem. It's the StreamYard. I will be right back. Just look for me in backstage,
All right,
okay?
sorry. All right, we'll keep an eye out for her.
Well, I tell you what, while she's disappeared for a little bit, Robin Neely says, getting chilly out, needing sleeve shirts. Yeah, we have hooded sweatshirts. We have long sleeve tees as well. So
And
here's
just because it says Shifty Sunday on it, you can actually wear it like on Monday or Tuesday, even a Wednesday or a Thursday. I mean, I know there's some people who wear them on Friday and Saturday. So, I mean, you can wear it any day of the week, just so you guys know.
that's very true. There's the you see what the site is right there. For some reason, it says September 21st, 9:02 a.m. I can't get that off of there.
Hmm.
I
Well, I
wonder.
don't know.
I
Maybe
wonder.
that's probably when you copied the link.
Oh, yeah. Maybe if I do it this way, let's see here. HTT. Yeah, I'm saying it out loud. P. I gotta say it out loud. Is that how you do the dots? Wait, maybe.
HTTPS. Oh, you were going to try to type out the whole thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, either that or you could just, um, well, yeah, you can do it. However, I mean, it's not a big deal that it's on there. People can still see the link.
You
It's
think so?
teespring.com/store/he-bro.
Yeah, it's just
Simple enough.
teespring.com/stores/Hebrew.
Yep.
That's all that is. Oh, there she is. She's back. Wonderful. Let's get her in here. So we got a lot of topics to cover tonight, and I know Sandy doesn't. She's short on time, so if she wants to go ahead, she's got a few things I do believe.
I
Sandy.
do.
Well, one
Yep.
thing you can always count on Sandy for is having a new Mandela effect. She is the new Mandela effect guru.
I've never been called a guru before. That's different. um, I have two older ones actually. I do have a new one that I brought with me, but I have two older ones that not many people have seen. And if they don't watch Curious and Curiouser's channel, they definitely probably haven't seen this recently. The only place I saw it was Facebook. And someone, I do have the names here. So
Uh-oh.
You're fading in
another
and
one
out,
came from.
Sandy.
Uh-oh, can you hear me better now?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you sound good when you're coming in, but then it's like you're
Oh,
oscillating in and then back out and then back in.
yeah, I know why. It's because I needed to look at the names. So, it should be okay now. But Hebrew, what do you want to? You have the images. What do you want to do first?
Well, let's.
Because we can ask the chat. There's questions to ask the chat with the
Okay.
first two, the older ones. We'll save the newer one for last. The logo.
The logo for last.
That'll be the last one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's
So you
see.
want to do the boat or the dog?
Okay. Well, let me get it. The hold on.
And so you guys know, I am totally in the blind on this, so I'll participate just like everybody
Oh,
else.
okay. I see what you're talking about. Um. Yeah. Do you want the first image?
No, I'm just asking you which one you're going to show first so I can ask the chat before you show anything.
The boat one?
Okay, perfect. So we covered this on Curious's channel, and this comes to us from 1 second. Disher John 24 on Reddit. As far as I could tell, they're the first person who posted about this back in 2017.
Okay.
The movie, the boat, the Titanic, in the movie, in historical images, in posters, what color do you remember the smokestacks being on the Titanic? If you guys could tell me
Okay.
what color you remember in the chat. And I know some people here have seen this Mandela effect before
Okay.
because they've been in the chat when we covered this.
You
But
know, I do remember us talking about the Titanic before, but it was more about the
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 name,
paint job, like
the
its
paint
overall
job.
paint job. Yeah, it had a there's like a sister boat that it was they're saying was it there was it's a more of a conspiracy theory about which boat was actually the boat that went out. Like, was it the Titanic or was it the other one? And it had they gave it a special paint job that they give like um, military vessels where they like create like a double image of the boat so that it um, won't so that it's harder to target. Like if
Uh-huh.
you're looking, it's hard for me to explain just on the fly. But
The
if I
razzle.
was,
Are you talking about razzle dazzle?
yeah, the razzle dazzle, yeah, having some type
Yeah,
of razzle dazzle paint job or something like that. But it's totally unrelated to what you're talking about. So never mind.
it's okay. It's still crazy looking. The razzle dazzle was absolutely crazy looking. But so far I only have one answer. It was yes, the smokestacks had black, still have the black on them, but there was a dominant color.
I want
Chaos
to say
Reality
it was
says black
red
and
or
white.
blue, but I can't remember for sure which one.
Okay, that's good. That's a good answer. Anybody else remember the color of the smokestacks on the Titanic? And Chaos Reality says the boat you were talking about, Sagittarically, is the Olympia.
Yeah, that's what
That would
I'm
be the
talking
sister
about.
boat. Hmm.
Yeah,
Or Britannica. Autumn Leaf says Britannica. So was it the Olympia or the Britannica?
I
I
know, right?
I
What
remember
reality are you from?
I don't know.
that. I seem to remember the Titan, or was that fictional book? The
That's
Titan.
the book. Yeah, the Titan.
Okay.
All right, so I want to respond to one of the comments.
Uh-huh.
OB3 Crimson says that people might be incorporating memories from the movie, but the movie, what they probably are, but the movie, the boat was modeled after the actual Titanic using the same colors. So whatever was in the movie was also on the actual boat. Lorraine Lamore says dark red, and that's what I remember.
That's where I think I would
Vitally
go to.
says, Vitally says, I don't know. Red sounds right too. Yes, I agree. Preliminary thought Titanic was grayish white. Okay, so and yes, it has black at the top, so it's not just like all one color. I remember red and black. Hebrew, what do you remember? You haven't said anything. I know you've seen the pictures, but
I've seen the pictures, so that sort of influences my mind, but I don't really remember there being any color on it whatsoever. I do remember the
and
black, but
I
I'm
do, and there, I really think the reality is split here because there's a lot of people that don't remember color at all, either black and white or like a grayish color, whereas other people specifically remember a color, and it's usually a bright color like red or blue. But the thing is, what it is now, no, it was never that color for me, and a lot of people they've never seen it this color. So, I guess I could just tell everybody since we've heard everybody's guesses, it's yellow now, like a golden yellow, and
Oh wow! Let's see the picture, Hebrew.
it's
well. Here's
pretty
the
bright.
Here's the thing. Here's the picture you sent me though.
No, I sent you residue and how it
Okay,
is now.
that's the residue. Okay. Well,
Yes.
let me get the actual. Uh,
Yeah, there's even like the same movie poster of like from the Titanic where it's yellow and red.
okay. Here's
Like the
the.
same poster with both colors.
Here we go. I think this is what you're talking about here. Let me screen share. I keep forgetting I got to press the actual share.
Wow,
Hold
you're
on.
pressing it really hard. Are you there?
I'm here.
No, I'm at
Can you hear
Hebrew.
me?
It's like, yeah, I hear you. I think something
Is
happened to
his mic
Hebrew.
muted? On the screen it says your mic is muted. I think he's muted.
Oh, okay. Well, I see the image. That's the residue.
Yes.
Okay. Now
And
this
that's a
obviously is
painting.
it's a painting. Okay.
Yeah, supposedly it was a painting of the ship when it was in port. And as you can see, there's no color between the black and the white in the bottom. It's just black and white with the red smokestacks and red at the very bottom. Hebrew, you there?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I've had something that happened. I gotta run up to the house real quick. Um,
Oh, okay.
let me share.
I sent
I'm
I was
sorry.
gonna say I sent you like 10 images. Did you get them?
Yeah, let me go ahead and share those real quick. Sorry about that.
It's okay. Do you have to go to the house first?
Here, let's get that other one up there.
Do you still need to go,
There's
Hebrew?
no. Oh yeah, I got to go up there. You guys talk amongst yourselves for a second.
Okay.
I'll be right back. I'm sorry, guys.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Go handle what you got to handle.
All right.
And while he's gone,
Well,
I'm gonna mention
all right. Go ahead.
Preliminal said light gray. Preliminal in the chat started with never read to me, light grayish to me, and now red smokestacks and the white top and black beneath looks right.
You know,
You're
now that I
confusing
see it,
me.
it looks right to me too. And then, but when you said the word yellow, when you mentioned the poster with the yellow, I
Mhm.
immediately could visualize that poster in my mind. Though, like as soon as you said that, like
See, and
with the
that's
yellow.
crazy to me. But see, the poster he left up on the screen, you can see the bottom of the boat is white and black. Currently, there's a gold stripe there to match the gold stacks.
Okay.
So that's changed as well. It's not just the stacks.
It seems
I
like
think
with
that's
the
a recent
Titanic
change.
itself, just in general, there's so much lore surrounding it. Like, I mean, not just the colors that we're speaking of today. There's just so many different lore, so many different like so many different false stories that we've been told. Like when you really look into what really happened, you just uncover so much that that wasn't told. And then if you just did the stuff that is true in itself, like some of the people that were on the boat, some of the how it supposedly hit an iceberg in a place where there at this time there is never an iceberg, and an iceberg has never been seen within 50-mile radius of the area that it supposedly hit an iceberg. I mean, and then I mean, there's
Exactly.
just so much. Yeah, there's just so much that's that that it's a false. You know that it's a false story. That whatever really
Mhm.
happened, we'll probably never know.
Yeah, it's sad. Uh, and there was something weird that people were finding, and I don't know why it exists, but there's a newspaper out there that says no one died. Everyone survived the sinking of the Titanic. And I have to look into it more, but it was making the rounds on Facebook.
Are you sure that wasn't
I
Brian
don't know why that.
Staveley?
Maybe it was
I'm
Brian
just
Staley,
teasing.
but it was also in Facebook.
I'm just teasing. That was a joke.
Well, but Brian's in the Facebook group, so maybe it's possible. But yeah, it's just that newspaper makes no sense. Sort of like they knew it was going to happen, expected no one to die, printed the paper, and then oops, people did die, and the paper was already out there. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it
It's
was
just odd
almost
that it
as if
exists.
it was kind of like when Building 7 fell, and minutes before it actually fell, they were announcing that it fell. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yep. And I do want to address again in the chat the smokestacks. I don't remember them being that big either. But wait till we see the other images. I don't think they're that big. I think it's exaggerated on the cover of that poster
Yeah, a lot of
because they
times
look a
the
little bit
artists do
bigger to
that to
me
give
there.
it the extra effect, extra
Oomph.
majestic effect. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And another thing worth mentioning is that was that was at the time. I mean, of course, now we have these Carnival luxury cruise ships that are probably every bit as big as that, if not bigger. But at
Oh
the
no, they're
time,
much bigger.
yeah,
There's actually images you can find online where it puts the Titanic next to like a Carnival cruise line, and it looks like honestly like a tugboat compared to it. It's so small compared to one of those huge cruise liners.
but for the longest time after it sunk, they really kind of like there was no other large ships close to that size made. It was like we went through a whole, I don't know, like almost it seems like it was at least 150 to 100 years later before they even went tried to go back to the supersized ships again.
Oh yeah, definitely. It was it was an evolution. That was like the stepping stone to the cruise liners, like
Yeah.
there's a ship I would assume is about the size of the Titanic, docked in Philadelphia. Um, they're trying to save it and make it a landmark or a casino or a hotel or something. Hasn't been working. They've been trying for like 5 years now. But I think don't quote me on this because I'd have to look it up and I can't do that right now. Otherwise I'll get kicked out. But it's either like the USS United States or USS Arizona. It's not Arizona. America, maybe? I don't know. I'm going to look it up. I'm going to leave the YouTube on my iPad really quick
All
so I
right.
know what I'm
Well,
talking about. But just sitting when like it's the way Philadelphia is situated. Columbus Boulevard is a main road that runs along the Delaware River, so you drive right past it, and it's huge. But I think it's about the same size as the Titanic. It was just made, 50 years.
how many years you broke up when you said the amount of years?
Huh?
How many years after the fact?
I think it was like 50 years later. Like the ship is
Oh,
50
okay.
years newer than the Titanic.
Gotcha.
I'm just Googling ship parked in Delaware River. No, of course they're talking about the ghost ship. For the first time ever, they're having a three-dimensional, huge hologram. Like it's going to be several stories high of a ghost ship in the river for Halloween.
Oh,
But let
okay.
me see. And that's what I'm seeing like all the results for right now because of course.
Right.
But I think I just found it. It's the USS United States. I was right.
All
The
right.
SS United States. And I'm going to save this image and give it to Hebrew so when he comes back, he can show it to everybody.
I assume he'll be
Please
right
show when you
back.
come back. Yeah, I don't know how far he had to go.
Well, if he was just going up to the house, it was just literally like a walking distance, just like up around the house. Like he lives in like
Okay.
a house that's in the like in the same on the same property as another house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it
Um,
shouldn't take too
they're
long. But
asking
I don't
about
know
the
what
other.
all he has to do. Yeah.
Yeah. They're asking about the other images in the chat. Hebrew's the only one with a computer, so he has to present. We're waiting for him to come back so he can show the other images. But if you want to see the other image again, I'm sure I'll go back and show it to you. But I sent over about 10 images, so there's a lot of different photos. Do you
All
want to
right.
answer any questions? There's a lot of questions in the chat.
Yeah.
That's
What's
what I
another
usually do
question?
when
Oh, you mean like type them in or
we're
just
all
say them? I can go to the chat
oh no,
too.
just
I'm lazy sometimes and just stay on the one screen, but I should interact with chat more.
well, for example, OP3 Crimson is asking about the call letters on ships. And I could look it up. I'm gonna look it up so I don't mess it up. But there has been some people say it's Mandela effect. They remember the SS Titanic, and there is residue for SS Titanic, but it was always the RMS Titanic for me, and that's because ships that came out of Great Britain usually had. I'm looking it up. RMS stand for. Well, I know it's a Royal Mail ship. So if it transported mail across the ocean, it would be considered a Royal Mail ship, RMS, and that is what the Titanic was. In the U.S., SS is used, and it stands for steamship. So I don't know. I mean, I don't think that it's not a Mandela effect. I think it could be that they just used. They didn't have a Royal Mail ship call, and they just called everything steamship. In which case, the Titanic falls under that. So there could be a reality where it was the SS Titanic, which is not my reality. But that's what the SS stands for, and it's the SS United States. That's the actual ship. The name is the United States, like Titanic.
Yeah, and they use the SS loosely because a lot of these ships that have SS on them aren't even steamships at all.
No, they're not. But that's the thing. It's evolved to where, like, United States, I think Italy, a few other countries specifically use SS before the name of a ship, and Britain uses RMS. You see what I'm saying? Like, they have, like, each country has their own call letters now. But originally, SS was just for steamship, if that makes sense. I looked into it because we were looking into the SS Titanic Mandela effect, and that's when we found out all this information about the call letters.
Okay.
Does anybody have
Well, it
any
sounds like
questions in
you're
the
well
chat while
versed
we're
on the
waiting?
subject. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, no, I was just asking the chat if they have any questions while we're waiting.
You know, I never knew that
Just so
tidbit
we're
though. SS stands for steamship. Steamship. Euler
yeah.
Greg says the Titanic sailed through iceberg zone in my reality. It hit one there, so Titanic here did that too. That's how it works. Yeah, I mean that was the story I learned when I learned about the Titanic. I actually think I was in high school or middle school when I, read the official narrative that you're indoctrinated with, and but then I've since learned, you know, since then, how you start looking into things for yourself. I mean, I've seen reports where they show the actual marking on a map of where it went down, and then uh, it's nowhere near where any icebergs are. And I mean, but with all that being said, I remember learning about the polar ice caps when I was in high school too. When there really isn't, they're really non-existent nowadays. There really is no longer even a polar ice cap. I mean, Antarctica still exists, and I mean, you still have lots of snow and ice up at the North Pole. But as far as like a map or a globe that shows a polar ice cap, um, that doesn't exist anymore.
Well, see, for me, it was land. There was land up there, not just snow and ice. And Google will tell you, well, we don't show the ice, we just show the snow. I mean, the water and land. So that's why you see a polar ice cap on, like, for example, Google Earth. You see a polar ice cap for Antarctica because it's land, whereas the
Yeah, but
landmass has been
it's
missing
just a
from the North
continent
Pole.
now. Yeah, but now it's just a continent, and it's divinely shaped. All the little bays and ridges, and and you can, and on Google Earth Pro or whatever, you can see all the little different places where they've set up camps and embankments and stuff. And it almost looks kind of like form South America, but when I remember seeing a globe as a child or when I was younger, it was just like a big circle of ice down there. There was no specific details of exact ridges and corners and tucks and bays, and you know what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
I think that's the
Yeah.
difference, and the same as with the North Pole. I mean, they don't they of course they never actually show the actual North Pole on Google Earth Pro. If for whatever reason it's not it's considered
It's
like a
not land.
yeah
They're
it's
saying
considered
the land isn't
well
there, so we're not going to show it at all.
well also it's a big strategic area as far as between from the Cold War between Russia and the U.S. or the Americas in general. That's where like the if there was ever to be a nuclear war, the ICBMs would travel over that. So there's lots of military things going on up there. So they just don't want us to be able to see it. Period. They it's best if the general public just doesn't know what's really going on there. And then for whatever reason, it's so easy to circumnavigate the North Pole. And I'm not saying I believe in the flat Earth because I'm not going there, but it's there's no actual record of anybody ever successfully circumventing the South Pole. Yeah, there's people who have flown to the South Pole and turned around and came back. But there's nobody that's flew over it, kept going straight, and came across on the other side as far as traveling from one hemisphere to the other, taking that route. It's never been done. There's no documented proof of it ever actually happening for whatever reason.
That's interesting. I wonder if it's how big is the area? Like, would they run out of fuel?
No, I mean it's not really a fuel thing. Um, it's just one of those things where they say the ice is so elevated that it's impossible. That's one argument is they say that the ice is so elevated that it goes to heights that it would be and the weather is so bad that it would be hard to do. And then there's other people who claim
Oh,
to have done it but not officially documented it. So we don't know for sure. Like they haven't actually officially been tracked doing it. They're just they're just showing up on the other side without being tracked in the actual process of doing it.
I get it.
It's one of
Does
those
anyone in the
things.
chat have any
Yeah,
questions? I'm just asking because I don't know how long Hebrew is going to be.
yeah. I'm starting to wonder myself. He didn't really give us a time
Yeah,
frame, did he?
no. This is the only thing I don't like about not having a computer because we can't show them anything.
Yeah, I know. It's kind
We're
of
just
hard to do the presentation you had in mind without the images. It's not quite the same.
yeah. No, it's not. The chat just kind of died out. So I was like, anybody there? Let's see. You're talking about a boblo boat? What's a boblo boat? Oh, it's a
I don't
ride.
know. I've never heard of a Boblo boat.
I'm actually in agreement with Oiler Greg. I'm not a conspiracy person either. The thing is, the Mandela effect to me, it's real. It's not a theory. A theory is something you can't prove. We can prove the Mandela effect is real.
True that.
And
And I mean, you can prove that it's real. Well, you can prove that it's real, but you still are going to have people who are skeptical. But it's not a conspiracy
yeah,
theory. It's more of a phenomenon than it is a conspiracy theory. And I'm a
agreed. Yes.
and I enjoy hearing a good conspiracy theory, but I just don't buy into them very easily. However, I like to hear the argument. I like to hear the counter argument. I like to apply the discernment, and I like to kind of realize that I know that there's probably more to the story than what the official narrative is telling me, and I know that there's going to be that fake story that they try to make up to disprove the naysayers, like to try to get the people who are looking into it to just, nothing to see here, keep on moving type thing, you know. But somewhere in the middle of all
Yeah.
that is probably the truth, you know, and it's just intriguing and worth listening to when you're trying to find the truth, especially when you know that there's got to be more to the story than what they're telling you. But yeah, I'm not the
Yeah, I
guy
get
with the
that. I
tinfoil
do.
hat on, thinking everything is wrong and they're all out to get you. I'm not that guy either.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just because I do have the same fear that Oil Greg has, that we're scaring new people away by
Oh yeah,
talking
you could.
about.
Oh yeah, by talking
Yeah.
too conspiratorial.
Yes. Yes. That
Understood.
worries me because, yeah, but I agree. Like, that I'm finding excuses for everything now. Like, I covered on Mandela Monday, well, the last time we had a show 2 weeks ago. Um, a bunch of TV shows had changed for me. Like The New
Oh
Girl.
really?
It was always The New Girl. Yeah, it was always The New Girl for me. And now it's always been just New Girl.
Yeah, I
And
remember you presented that
um,
on Dance Channel, didn't you?
yes. And then there was also My Crazy Ex Girlfriend. That's what it was for
Yes.
me. It was always My Crazy Ex Girlfriend. And now it's always just been Crazy Ex Girlfriend. And then
Huh.
they have an actual excuse for no reason why it was never called My Crazy Ex Girlfriend. No one asked the person, they just offered that information. I'm finding these Mandela excuses everywhere now. It's like they're
Yeah.
popping up to cover their tracks. It's horrible. I
You
don't
know what's
know.
funny is, and they're being preemptive about it, as if they're expecting, you know, they're. It's almost like as if they're expecting it to happen. That's so weird.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I have a new one I'm presenting on Monday, tomorrow. And once again, I was discussing it with Fizzy, and Fizzy's like, oh, here's your Mandela excuse. She found it instantly. I was like, are you kidding me? There's a Mandela excuse for everything now. Before, it was once in a while you'd find something, and then people would try to debunk it because of the excuse. But now that we're seeing it all the time, it was obvious that they were, I'm just going to
But you
say,
know what? On one
strategically
hand,
created.
it's actually a good thing in one perspective, and the reason I say that is it means that they're acknowledging the Mandela effect officially. If they're taking the time to make a Mandela excuse, that means that it has came to a level of awareness where it needs a Mandela excuse automatically. That is actually progress for ME, generally speaking, if you ask me.
That's a good point. I mean, but we just have to be like, you know,
The fact that they
what am
have
I
to take
saying?
the
We have
time
to.
to create the excuse in the first place means that, you know, enough people are significantly aware of it and are taking note of it.
Exactly, but that also means we have to go extra hard in finding residue and proof to prove that their excuse means nothing. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah. Well, that, you know, if nothing else, too, it gets more people involved. People who may not have even took the time to pay attention are now paying attention.
that's true. Is Hero back because the screen changed?
Let me see. That means he probably is.
Hero, you here?
Hello. He's probably like
I
sitting
sent
down.
something, I sent something in private
No.
chat. Go ahead and read private chat. It'll explain what happened.
Oh
Okay.
no.
Oh my
So
gosh, are you okay?
do you are you did you do you need to go?
I'm okay. No, I'll as soon as I do what I need to help someone real quick, and once I do that, I'll be right back. I'm sorry, guys. Sandy, I know you have to go right away, and I do apologize
I
for that.
don't. It's okay. It's you're okay. I don't. It's fine. Go ahead. Do what you got to do.
I'm
I'll be
just glad
here.
I'm glad you guys are keeping the show going. Thank you.
You're
So
welcome. Go ahead. Go.
yeah, go do what you got to do, man.
We're here. So I'm sorry. Go on. You were talking
I forget what I
about the
was saying
Mandela
now.
excuse.
Oh
It's
no,
okay. We
I
were
mean I
talking about
pretty
the
much
Mandela.
already, yeah, I already said what I really needed to say. I think that it's, it's one of those things where you got to be careful what you wish for. I mean, I'm glad to see that it's came to that level where it's getting official excuses for it. But on the other hand, I I I really don't like the fact that it's becoming so mainstream in the sense that it gets watered down and made into a vanilla flavor, because then all of a sudden you just got all these generic channels trying to make clickbait, um, Mandela Effect channels that are really wishy washy and don't do the Mandela Effect justice. As somebody who is just like hearing about it for the first time and then seeing one of coming across one of these, the algorithm's going to push the generic vanilla channel before it promotes any channel with any depth or real substance to it, like the one that you do.
Well,
And
I
they're
have
going
a
to,
counterpoint to that. I have a
yeah, go
counterpoint to
ahead.
that, though.
All right, go ahead.
I'm actually thankful for those channels because that's how I even came about the Mandela effect. I learned
Right.
about the Mandela effect from Shane Dawson. Do you know who Shane
Oh,
Dawson
yeah.
is?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen
Yeah.
his videos. I have seen his
Yeah, so
videos.
he's not a Mandela effect person.
No,
You
and
see what
you're
I'm
right. It
saying?
worked out good for you, but for every one of you, there's like five or six people who see a Shane Dawson video, and then they just see it as something silly, and they don't ever give it a second thought.
Right, but see that's the point. The mainstream channels that talk about the Mandela effect for views, okay?
Uh huh.
They're going to reach the people who are really affected. They're
Oh,
going to
okay.
reach
I
people
see
that
what you
we
mean.
can't. You see what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
then
that's
if
a
they're
good
really
point.
affected, it's going to make them want to look into it more and then they will find us. You see what I'm saying?
You're right.
So I think it's good that they're there. They're not,
Yeah,
receiving the
that's a good
shills
point.
and yeah,
You're right.
it's they're still helpful in a way.
You're
I
right.
just
For the
don't like when
people who
they
are
take our
truly
stuff.
affected, they're a gateway for the people who are truly affected. But for the person who's
Yes,
semi, I could is kind of on the fence. It could go either way for them. But you know what? They're on the fence anyway. They'll have to figure it out for themselves, right?
exactly. Exactly. So I think there is a usefulness to them. I mean, it's not fun when they like take all our stuff and then
So
like
you saw the
try to
Shane
say,
Dawson
it's not
video.
real.
Let's hear this story.
Oh God,
You've
yeah.
intrigued me. Let's hear this. So one day you're on YouTube and you click on Shane Dawson, and what was the one Emmy that he said that what you were like, no, no, he didn't. What was it?
Berenstein Bears. The
Okay.
Berenstein Bears. I'm like, no, it was not Stain. Not ever. It was not Stain. And I got so upset and I literally just didn't look into it for a while. I literally took a step back and then I watched it again. And then I was in the hospital in December of 2016. So I was probably the summer of 2016 when I saw Shane Dawson's video. And then, like I said, I took a step back from the Mandela effect because my mind, you're like jolted by it. It's disturbing to find out things that you've always known are wrong. Do you know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
know. Yeah, the initialness it's not a comfortable feeling. It's very offsetting. It's hard to accept. You want to talk to people about it, but you want to make sure that the people you bring it up to are people who will be receptive, not just look at you like you got three heads when you try to explain it to them. I know exactly what you're saying.
right. And I've always been very skeptical. Like I said, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I've always been the type of person who is open to things where I will hear all sides of the argument before I make a decision, that sort of thing. I've always been interested in like ghost stories and stuff like that, but not like actually no. I used to read Fate magazine when I was younger. My dad used to get that, and it would cover everything from like aliens to Bigfoot to all sorts of stuff. So I'm open to those things, but it doesn't necessarily mean that I completely believe in them. Do you know what I'm
Right.
saying? And
You're
but
you're uh you're
I'm skeptical.
semi-skeptical. Yeah.
Yes. So what happened was, I'd say in the early fall, I saw it. I saw his video again because sometimes YouTube will just keep recommending the same thing to you even if you've seen it. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
they put you in an echo
let me watch.
chamber. More of the same. Yeah.
Yeah. So then I decided to just search the Mandela effect, and that led me to Moneybags and Scarab Performance and Brian McFarlane and a few other channels. So I started watching some of them. And I remember in the beginning, I didn't, because I was new to this, I didn't know how it worked. I didn't realize that, there could be multiple realities with multiple memories and all this stuff. And I remember arguing with Moneybags in his comment section. It wasn't like that. I think it was over Pennzoil or I think it was Pennzoil. Yeah. So I was like, it was always two ends because Pennsylvania has two ends. Like I remember arguing with them about it. And then shortly after I took a break again because I'm like, this is just dumb. Why some of it like Berenstein Bears, it was always Berenstein Bears. I was one of those people that didn't get that like I may have different memories from you, but both our memories are not what the current memory is. Do you know what I'm saying? But this was
Exactly.
like very early in the beginning in 2016. A month later, I was in the hospital and for surgery. And while I was there, I just watched hours because I was there for 10 days.
You went
Hours of
all in,
Mandela
huh?
Effect videos. Yeah, and that was it. And I understood. I understood that, oh, okay, so in your reality, it was Pennzoil with one end, and for me, it was two. Great. Like I
Well, and
figured,
then
you know what I'm saying? Like
for
it
the
took a
most
while to
part,
get that through.
there's going to be people who remember the old way and people who don't remember the old way. No matter how much evidence you put in front of their face, if they don't remember it that way, they're not going to remember it that way. So it's silly to argue the point. But even though you're so sure that you remember it a certain way, it's one of those things where you have to accept their reality as much as you want them to accept yours. Is what you're saying.
Right. And the thing that I came to learn very quickly, and this is why I'm like, well, I'll get to that in a minute. I came to learn very quickly that, for example, let me try to think of something that has like even with Titanic here. For some people, it was always gray, white, and black, no other colors. Then there's some of us who remember red. And then there's some people who remember yellow the way it's always been in this reality. There's three different realities right there. Do you see what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
I came to learn very quickly that that's how the Mandela effect worked. And that's also why I'm more lenient when I see someone new to the Mandela effect, new to the community, saying, "Oh no, you're wrong. It's always been like that," because they don't get it yet. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, if I
You're right.
explain to them how it works and they keep telling me I'm wrong, that's one thing. But I give them the benefit of the doubt that they just don't get how this works yet. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like,
Oh, totally.
because,
I mean, I could tell you just personally myself. I mean, like even when I'm watching Dance Channel, let's say a month or two ago, and they present one that don't resonate well with me, you know, and I find myself just being like, oh man, these guys are crazy. They don't know what they're talking about. That's not a Mandela effect, you know. And then I catch myself like,
yeah,
listen to me. You know, if it was one that I was cared about, I would be all about it. But since it don't, it's easy for you to get caught in that caught in that in that rejection mode because you don't know it. So you do have to constantly catch yourself and realize, you know what? Maybe this is true for those people. You have to accept that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I mean, even to this day, that still happens, and I see Hebrew get upset sometimes when a certain Star Wars one comes up or something like that. That he knows darn well he's got the action figure sitting in his house, and it's always been this color. It was never that color. These guys are trying to ruin Star Wars. It's all. It's really, I mean, but at the same time, he'll be the first one to make a video about one that he remembers it being different. So it's just one of those things where you have to constantly put that discipline back into place, even though it doesn't resonate strongly with you. But I'll tell you the one that really got me, and me, it wasn't Shane Dawson. It was the channel Edge of Wonder. I'm sure you probably heard of it.
Yeah, I actually found them on Twitter first. We follow each other, and then
Okay.
they made the YouTube channel.
Yeah, they had like the top 20 Mandela Effects or something that popped up on my YouTube, and I watched it. And for me, there was two that really kind of like, well, three that really stood out to me. Like that really, like when I saw out of all the 20, these three like made me believe. And the very first one
Wait,
was
Sagittariusly, I don't know what you're doing, but it's very hard to hear you. It's like crackling.
okay. Hold on.
Okay.
Is that better?
Yes, it's 100 times better.
Yeah, my phone timed out and the screen went black, and when that happens, you can't hear me. So thank you. When I get to
No
talking, I
problem.
set my phone down, and then I don't realize it's happening. But the first
It's
one,
okay.
when there was three that really kind of got me to believe in it, and um, for me, the first one was Stouffer stovetop stuffing, because I know I love Stouffer stovetop stuffing. I bought it religiously. I wouldn't buy any other kind. Not that there really was like a variety of stovetop stuffings to buy, but I know it was Stouffer's, and I used to call it that. I used to tell people to. I used to tell my wife to make sure she picked some up. It was kind of a thing on Thanksgiving. I wonder if they're going to make their own or if they're going to have Stouffer's. You know, we would have this conversation out loud with the name
Yeah.
brand being said, and so I know that that's to me that one was a big deal. And then the other one was Interview with a Vampire versus Interview with
Do you know
the Vampire. Go
about
ahead.
that change too? Um I think it was in March of last year or April of last year. I noticed it changed again. Do you know the new change?
No, what is it now?
The title has always been Interview with the Vampire Chronicles.
Yeah, see, it was
That's
a
always been the
vampire
title.
for me.
But it has a colon now, and then underneath it, on the book, on the movie posters, on everything, it's Interview with the Vampire the Vampire Chronicles. That is the name of everything now. Always
Oh
has been.
wow,
Yeah.
that's crazy. And then the
Hmm.
last one for me that was a big deal was the whole Ed McMahon.
That
Yeah,
The
that's
fact that he
egregious.
didn't do Publishers Clearinghouse, I'm like, no way.
that Ed
Yeah, I
McMahon thing
agree with
was
you
crazy.
100%.
Was a crazy one for me. I'll tell you. What's even crazier was the evidence or the residue showing him holding up all those big checks and stuff, and them saying, "Oh, that wasn't Publishers Clearance House. That was some other company." Like
American
Yeah,
Family
and that's
Publishers
the
that we
first
never
time I
heard of.
heard,
said you,
and
huh?
that's the first time I heard a ME excuse. They
Mm-hmm.
said that the other company said, "Well, we just didn't want to cause a lot of confusion. So when people would say it was Publishers Clearinghouse, we just chose not to take the time to point it out that it was really our company." That was the
Yeah,
first
that
time
is
I,
a horrible excuse.
yeah,
Oh my gosh. Wow,
Yeah.
that's a good one.
Sorry, I
yeah,
was.
we'll just pay him, thousands of dollars to promote our company. He never actually handed out big checks, but when people think it was him, we just go ahead and let it go. Yeah, okay, sure you would.
All right, sure. So wow, I was gone for a while. So what all did you present for us tonight, Sandy?
She waited for you to
I
come
didn't
back.
present.
Yeah,
Hebrew, I
we were.
don't have a computer. I can't present. We just been
Yeah,
talking.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, guys. I
nope.
had
It's okay.
sort of a family
We
emergency. It wasn't a real nothing too serious, but it took a while to get it done. So I'm sorry about that, guys.
But it's all handled now. Everything's okay.
Everything's okay.
All right.
Wonderful. Oh, thank goodness.
Well,
All
go
right, so
back to presenting if you want, and when you're
y-
ready, and
yeah,
we'll pick up where we
we
left off.
we were showing the Titanic images I sent you. Everybody's curious as to see how it looks now.
Okay. Let me see.
And but Really quickly though, just to show them what we were talking about, I sent you an image just now. Should be at the bottom of our chat in Hangouts.
Okay.
And while he's
I was
doing that,
talking
I
about
wanted
how.
to real quick, Sandy. I want to say one last thing about what we were just talking about before I forget because it's kind of
Okay.
important. Um, and then you were telling me about how you argued with Moneybags. There, when I was new, I got in a semi argument in his chat with Moneybags too. It's funny that you said that because I did the same thing.
Yeah,
I
I think it's just normal when you first wake up. You don't know how this works.
right, I
So your
didn't. I was
brain's trying
still
to rationalize. You
exactly, and
know?
it's funny that it was him that I did it with because the reason it was him is because he was the first videos that when I was still new to it that came on my screen where he actually made a whole video dedicated to one Mandela effect, and I
Yes,
forget
the
the
voting videos. Yes.
yeah, the voting ones, yeah, and then after with that being said, then somehow Scarab's channel, Dan's channel popped up on my feed, and I started listening to his Mandela Monday, and that's when it all like I realized there's a community. I realized that all the different I became educated on the subject thanks to Dan's channel.
Sure.
Yes. I
You know,
agree.
And that's how I ended up here now. So I just wanted to make
I think
sure
a
I
lot of us ended up here by way of Moneybags and Scarab Performance. I think
yeah.
I think that was the general, because they were the bigger channel, so that's the path YouTube sent us on, if that makes
But
sense.
if Dan didn't do the live streams, I wouldn't have gotten that education. It was through the chat and the live streams where I realized there was a real community, and the way that Dan is so calm and casual and keeps it keeps it in a very keeps it from becoming something. He doesn't let his channel become some form of fear mongering, fear porn, or whatever you want to call it. He keeps it non that. He keeps it the opposite of that, and that's what makes his channel so great, in my personal opinion.
I agree. I agree.
All right, go
So
ahead,
Hebrew,
Hebrew.
the last image I sent you, I was talking about how there's a ship docked in the Delaware River in Philadelphia that I drive past all the time, and it's approximately the same size as the Titanic. Might be a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller. We were explaining how like cruise ships are much bigger than the Titanic was now. Like they're huge now. And I just so people knew which ship I was talking about, I threw the ship in the chat so you could show it to them. That's all.
all
That's
right.
what that ship is.
Real quick though, what you guys were talking about, it's so funny how you mentioned like you got into this argument in Moneybags chat or something like that. And it's funny how these Mandela effects, once someone discovers one, if you're so close to it and then someone discovers one, like I think I got into it one time. I don't think it was with Sandy, but I think it might have been with Kay Smalls and Dan's chat over a stripe. And I said, no. He's always been called Stripe. It's never been Spike. And then someone reminded me gently, they're like, bro, you know how this works. It's like what might be right
Oh
for
no, you
you.
got into it with me.
Was it
You
you?
got into it. Not with the Gremlins one. It's something else.
It might have been
If I think
Star
it
Wars
was something else. It might have been Star Wars, yeah. It might have
related.
Yeah, I think I
it
know the
was
one it was.
yeah.
If you guys don't mind me interjecting, because I'm always the guy
Sure.
that's calming Hebrew down after one of these
Jabba the
events.
Hutt.
Yeah, it was Jabba the
It was
Hutt.
Jabba the
That's what
Hutt.
I
Oh
was
yeah.
going to
Yep.
say.
Yep. But for me, he was always tan. There was not a stitch of green in him, not one piece of green. For me, he was always tan. I always thought of him as a sand monster as a kid, like as
Well,
my
let me
7-year-old
tell you,
self.
Sandy. The very next day, he was showing me his Jabba the Hutt figure.
I know. I know.
I already kind of said
So
this out loud while you were gone, Hebrew. That I personally do that, and that you're guilty of it as well. That
Yeah.
it's a normal trigger for people to have, even when
Oh
they're
sure.
well versed. I wasn't singling you out, just so you know.
And Sandy
it's
knows
just
that
when
I
you're
wasn't.
close to something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I wasn't angry, like, oh, I hate you so much or anything like that. It was just,
No.
you know, oh, sure, she says.
No, I know you weren't.
No, he just gets his feathers ruffled because he can't understand why people don't have that same reality he does, and we all do that.
Yeah,
We all do
we all
that
do,
from time to
honestly.
time. Yeah.
We all have certain things that we, we're just close to those things. And it's
Yep.
like if someone were to tell me my city changed and I couldn't see that change, I'd be like, you're crazy. But I wouldn't tell them they're crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd be
Right.
like, but for the Mandela effect, I would have. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been like, no, it hasn't. It's always been there. Or no, that's never been there. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? That's because
Mm-hmm.
it's close to me. It's something I see every day, but that still doesn't mean anything because I've found two changes already. One is a major road in my city has changed, and a town has changed. That one of the like towns right outside the city in the suburbs of Philadelphia has an extra letter in it. So
Hmm.
I still see some of the things that are close to me. It's weird, but it happens to all of us. It's just we have to remind ourselves, especially with the ones that are close to us, that not everybody experiences the reality the way that we do. You know what I'm saying? We just have to
Mm-hmm.
sometimes we just have to remind ourselves, that's all. Or be reminded by somebody else.
Right. And it was just sort of like just a friendly disagreement, more or less, is what I was trying to get at. I wasn't really angry,
Yes.
you know. Just want to let you
I
know
know.
that. Okay.
You don't have to. I already knew.
Okay. Anyway, that ship that you sent me, I've got that ready to share if everyone else is ready.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, sure.
Okay. I like
I was
how
going to go to the store real quick, but since you got it ready,
enthusiastic you are about the whole thing, by the way, Saji.
what did you say?
Huh?
What did you say? I didn't hear you.
I said I like how enthused you are about the whole thing.
Oh yeah, my enthusiasm is off the charts.
Wow, the sarcasm.
But seriously, I am looking forward to it. I'm just trying to I'm trying to I'm trying to curb my enthusiasm.
Oh, okay. I see. Good show, by the way.
Thanks.
Okay, so here we go.
All
Ready
right.
or not? I hope this is the right one, by the way.
This is the
That it?
yeah, yes. This is kind of like the Titanic. I think it's a little bit smaller. There's two less smokestacks, but this is just a ship that's when I drive past it, it looks huge. Like I don't know
Huh.
if you could see the dock, how small a person would be standing on it. It'd be like a little tiny little speck of a person. Like
Right.
it's just I don't know. We were talking about like how ships have grown and that's the ship we were talking about. I was talking about earlier. The SS United States. It doesn't even say SS, it just says United States on it, but it is the SS United States. So
Now, what the hell's going
supposedly it's a
on?
ghost ship. It's been on ghost hunters. Huh?
What the hell's going on up
What?
here? They look like hats. Look at those. The tops of those look like
They're
hats.
covered. They're to keep. They're covered to keep like birds and water out of the smokestacks.
Oh, I see.
They are like a hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're actually covered. It's abandoned. They haven't used it.
Hmm.
It's got this whole history. There's been presidents that have been on this ship, like Bill Clinton and I think JFK. That ship used to be a transatlantic cruise ship. It was used in World War II. So the ship it's like a historical landmark, and people are trying to save it. So that's why I wanted to show it, just because I was talking about it. That's all.
Oh,
But everyone in the chat is curious to see the Titanic the way it is now.
all right.
So if you could please get to those pictures.
Let me go ahead and get to that. See, when you
Yep.
sent these, oh, and I got to scroll down.
Yeah, I know. Skipped over our chats.
Oh man. Got the cancer. Are we gonna? Did we do the thing? Are we gonna?
We haven't done anything yet. We were on Titanic first.
Oh, okay. Whoops.
Yeah.
Now, which one would be the one the way it looks now? Because I'm seeing several.
Any of the yellow ones.
Any of
yellow.
the
Red is residue. Yellow is how it is now.
Okay, red is red. This one here kind of looks goldish. I don't know about yellow.
That would be how it is now.
So
Yeah, it's
I'm
like
reading.
a goldish yellow.
Is this?
I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. I'm reading here that it says something about. I typed in what color was the Titanic smokestacks, and it says a person.
Poster here.
Quora from Quora.com answers the question saying her funnels were neither red nor yellow. They were a custom shade of something between yellow and orange known as White Star Buff, exclusive to White Star vessels, as the standard White Star color scheme was red underwater, black for the parts of the hull above water. For whatever, I mean, it don't really make sense.
Yeah,
But
and that
that's
makes
what it's
sense.
trying to
It
say.
looks, yeah. Their special color is this goldenish yellow color. Yes, that is correct. And they named it
Okay.
buff. But the thing is, I remember the red being the same as the hull.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It matched.
And so do I.
And that's one of the posters.
Okay.
That's for the movie. And again, it was styled just exactly after the actual boat. So
Let me get another one up here.
if they're remembering the movie, there were colors. But there's a lot of the pictures. I have better pictures of the yellow, gold color, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, I mean, if I remember correctly, I saw a documentary yeah, on the Titanic movie, and they went through a lot of they consulted experts and photographs. They went through a lot of trouble to try to not only recreate the outside of the ship, but that grand hall in the middle. I mean, and lots of detail. They tried to create every intricate detail, recreate it as much as possible, if I'm not mistaken.
Now,
correct.
That kind of looks almost. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
What were you saying? I was going to say, the thing is that color you were describing that you read, they said it's a cross between yellow and orange, which makes like this goldenish color. Is nothing like the red I remember. The red was the same color as the red of the hull for me, if that makes sense.
I'm with you.
Even though they're saying it's a mix, it's still nowhere near the red that it was for me in my past. Like, even when I watched the movie, it was red. It's not red in the movie anymore.
Interesting. And that's one of those things that would just slip under the radar unless you're paying attention.
Yeah.
Oops.
And again, this was found by...
Pardon the pun.
Go out for 1 second. Not go out, but you're not going to hear me for 1 second. Just give me a minute.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay. Disher John 24 on Reddit. He's the one who... The oldest...
Oh, to give credit where credit is due?
John 24.
All right.
Yes. But you have like... Hebrew, are you getting all the images? Because I literally sent you like 10 of them for the Titanic.
Yeah, did you go through them all?
No, that was the ones that had the gold color. Okay, we'll go through them here.
Oh no, there was another one. Let me send it to you again. There's a lot more with the gold.
I'm having like a deja vu of when you're talking to Dan. Dan, you're not showing all my pictures.
That happened?
Like there's a coin with the color gold. Do you see the coin? The coin has gold on it.
Oh, I didn't get that one, I don't think.
Oh, I sent you so many. See you again.
I have this
from the
one.
iPad. How's that? Here you go. So it's the most recent images.
Okay.
And I just
Whoop.
won't look at
Better close that.
the show on the iPad.
Whoops. I'm showing the email. I better stop sharing.
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. All I saw was my image pop up.
Okay. Phew. All right.
Yeah.
I'm not very good at this screen sharing, as you can tell, probably.
You're doing just fine, my man.
All right. Just
That's why I'm going to
come
send you one at a time. That way I can control what you show. There you go. I'm going to show you one at a time. How's that?
All right. One new message going down, scrolling. Oh, wait a minute. I think that's the gold coin. Is that a gold coin? That's a coin right there. Hold on. Let me show you.
with the gold stacks. Yes.
Let me show you this coin real quick. Can everybody? Oh, I guess I got to get it back on screen here.
Sagittariusly, while I'm doing this with the images, can you look at the chat because I can't?
Okay, I can do that.
The gold coin. There we go. There's the coin. Do you guys see that?
I can see it. Yes. So they made a coin with the golden stacks.
The golden stacks.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And I just sent you an image. I think it's another version of the movie Titanic.
All right. Let me scroll down here.
I think it's a made for TV. I think this was a made for TV movie because I have seen this one, but it's a Blu-ray cover. And their version of the Titanic also was red in my past and it's yellow now.
Oh, yeah, I think I've showed that one earlier. That's it again. It was small though. It's showing up, so I can't zoom in on it. But I can.
Okay, well, I was going to send you an. Why is it failing to send?
Here's this. See how you can't really. I can't zoom in on it.
It's okay. I have another one for you. I'm trying to.
All right.
A pain and not. It's saying failing to send, even though. What am I doing? I can just save it from our messages, and then it should work again.
I wonder how I could do this. Oh, I could pause. No. Pause it. Okay. Go back to that. Put it back on there.
It'd be nice to have one of those coins, wouldn't it? I bet they're very expensive.
Yeah, it would.
You know what would be, and then after this, we can go ahead and show this other one. Is this an older Emmy about
It is.
The
McGruff?
dog?
Oh, we're talking about McGruff?
No.
Yeah, McGruff was found by someone
McGruff.
else. That was
Okay.
found by the real Slim Brady in 2017.
Oh, wow.
And he has a YouTube channel, The Real Slim Brady.
Oh, here's a bunch of images all tacked on at once I could show guys. But
did you have a question
Well,
for
that's what I was
chat
gonna-
first?
It was going to be if you remember McGruff, the crime dog, with or without a hat. That's all.
I remember him with the hat very distinctly, and it was
I
like
remember
a
him with the
plaid.
hat.
Yeah, it was like a plaid type hat, kind of like the one Sherlock Holmes would wear.
I remember that too. But I also remember a fedora type peek over the brain. I've seen him
Yeah.
in different hats.
Yeah. No, I've never seen him without a hat. I've always seen them in like the detective like here's looking at you, kid. You know, Humphrey Bogart type hat. What's that called again?
Yes.
That's the fedora.
That's what I was saying, like
Okay.
a fedora type. Yes.
Yeah.
Hebrew, I sent you an image just now. It's a bigger image with the gold stacks.
Oh, okay. Let me get out of here then.
Mhm.
And well, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry. Oh boy. Is that it?
What are you? No, that's the red one. There's a
Okay.
lot of residue that I sent you, but it
Okay.
looks almost identical to that. But image I sent you just now.
The last one. All right. Let me scroll down. I like this McGruff stuff. You know what else? I don't remember McGruff having a tail. Do you guys remember him having a tail?
I don't, but he was always wearing a jacket.
Yeah. I don't remember the tail one way or the other, to be honest with you.
Okay, here is that one that you just sent me, the big one, the bigger one, right there. And I could zoom in on this one a little bit.
Send you another one.
There you go.
Okay, and I'm going to send you another one that's very, very. It's the same image, but it's red. They just used it for the. It says type. It's the same image, exact same painting, but it's red. So after you show that one for them, how it is now, this is how I remember it. Is the next image I just sent you.
Well, there's the image I got up there now. It's got the gold stacks with the black caps on top.
Mm-hmm.
And now, if everyone's seen that, you guys see it?
Yeah,
I
see
can
it.
see it. I can't see the chat. Yeah.
I'm watching on YouTube, and
image
it's showing.
It's the same angle, but it's not the same because the gold one you just showed is from the front, and this is from the back of the ship. But still, it's the same angle.
You're
Okay.
always so thorough.
You'll see.
She is.
You would be like a good attorney.
I'll add that to my list.
Yeah. You would have like all the different crime scene angles.
On this, you should have been that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're just so thorough. You don't. I mean, you when you put something together, you take the time to put together a thorough presentation.
I don't remember it being bright red like that. That's all jacked up, man.
I don't remember it bright like that. No, that's too bright. I agree with you there. It was the same darker red from the hull, but the point is, it's just the same angle. That's what I'm trying to show you. It goes to yellow. It's that much different, though. It wasn't a red that was even close to yellow. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's my point.
Yep. Yeah, that's the way you remember it there, that picture.
Yeah, just not that bright. I agree. That red is really red. That's like fire engine red, and it wasn't that bright.
Right. It was more of a matte red.
Yeah, because
it's on a smokestack. I mean, of course you're not going to put a glossy red on a smokestack. I mean, why would you?
Yeah. Right.
Oh, I could zoom in on
All right, so I'm going to send you McGruff in order. How's that? Sound good?
Yeah, that
all right.
All right. I didn't find the plaid, but I have this, which I just sent you. It's McGruff during the winter. It's the same shape hat, not the plaid, and it's a winter hat. It's just a cute little meme.
Check this out. I like that.
I almost forgot about him, McGruff, until you mentioned him. As soon as you mentioned him, though, he snapped right back to my memory. But he just hasn't been around for so long.
Don't you remember his saying, "Take a bite out of crime"?
Yep.
Oh, that's coming to you.
Okay. See, I almost could do the impression. Let me see if I can try to do it again.
Oh wait, I'm wrong. I do have a plaid one. The next one's a plaid hat for him. Just for Sag.
Okay.
Hey, well, it just popped up there.
Yes, it did.
Let me go ahead and My
It's
screen.
okay. They just get little previews before the
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, if we forgot to ask chat how they remember it.
Well, that's why I asked the chat. Do they remember with or without a hat? But I can't
Yeah,
see
let's
the
see what
chat,
they
so I don't know
say.
if they're
I
responding.
don't see. They're not. They're having a. They're talking about the conference and traveling and stuff. They're all on a side. They're in a side convo.
Gotcha.
Speak of the side combo, there he is.
Okay, Dark Wolf Den. I remember him having both the hat and a tail.
See you.
Fix
See, I don't.
in Time
That's not
says no hat. Lorraine says with a hat.
okay. The next image I'm sending is more like what I remember. So it's coming to you now, Hebrew.
Right.
This is a parody comic strip. They're calling him McGrath, the anti-crime hound, instead of McGruff, the crime dog.
Yeah, we're gonna have me talking about Smokey the Bear here pretty soon. Then.
Oh yeah, Smokey the Bear.
Well, no, wait. I'm sorry, Smokey Bear.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah.
You know, we still call him Smokey.
It's the song that I've never heard in my life. That's the excuse. The excuse
Right.
is, oh, you remember Smokey the Bear?
Yeah, I know. I looked it
the
up.
title of the song. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, back in
Song I've never
1927,
heard.
before I was even born. Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
that's how I
Song
remember
never
him
heard
with
it. The fedora.
That's
right.
how I remember. Yeah, with the trench coat. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I remember him too.
McGrath, the anti-crime hound. You got it, Sherlock, and we're come to deliver. And then he cuts him off. A message to today's kids. See?
Yeah, but you got to sound more friendly. You sound kind of like a bad guy when you say it.
Well, the guy in the window thing and the door, isn't he like Mariotti or whatever his name is? Oops.
Okay, this is the next one.
Okay.
That's the next one.
Let's
And this was on The Simpsons. McGriff, the crime dog.
Oh yeah. The Simpsons always have a way of coming in on an ME.
Yeah,
right.
they do. Either The
I think I
Simpsons,
remember.
American Dad, or Family Guy.
Yeah.
That's the one I was gonna tell Scarab the show when they were talking about the bird is the word, which is no longer the bird is the word.
Oh yeah, we had residue.
Now it's just bird is the word, right?
Yep.
There's that one.
The bird is the word. Now it's bird is a word.
What?
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
so interestingly, you see how Marge is using that puppet. Well, the puppet exists in real life, which I just sent to you.
Of course it does.
Popping up, but it exists to match this reality. You should have it any second.
Drum roll, please.
I do have a drum roll.
Pop-ups?
No, it should have came up there. Hold on a second. Oh. There we go.
Lorraine says, I think this is a takeoff and they changed it to avoid copyright.
Oh man, I can't make it big. How do I make it big?
That's okay. At least they can see it. They'll know what it is because they saw the Simpsons one.
Sure. Yeah.
Just show it small. Small is better than not showing it at all.
Robin says, oh man, tail stealing. Some losing tails, some gaining tails.
Right.
So
but see, I don't ever
it's
remember him having a tail.
With no hat at all on that puppet. And here's the actual, I don't choose whichever one's bigger. I'm sending you two pictures. I don't know how big it's going to be on your screen. But it's now.
Hell? No. No way.
I also don't know
Way.
the scruff around between his. I don't remember his cleavage of scruffy hair. Let's put it that way.
His cleavage.
So if you can show that stamp, yeah, show the
Oh, I
stamp
see
if
what
it's big enough.
Okay.
I don't
Yeah.
remember
So
that.
you're trying to
I don't
say
remember that
he don't get
scruff.
his name. You don't get his name from his chest hair, huh?
Yeah, I don't remember that being so distinct like that, though.
Gotcha.
It almost looks like he's wearing glasses.
Yeah, with the
You
wrinkles.
see around the
But look at all that scruffy hair on his chest. Do you guys
eyes right
remember
here.
that? How
No, I
about
Oh
don't.
man,
that? Do you guys remember that scruffy hair?
no, it's almost like But you know what? I don't remember that. But I almost want to say that's not even his hair. That's like a something like that you would wear under your jacket, like
Hey,
when you're dressing up. But it would normally be white.
Right, right.
when
And
he's
here's another issue. Look at his hand.
Mhm.
Magnifying glass there. It's missing.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
What?
Mm-hmm.
I can't see it. What are you saying?
Something right there.
He's
Seems like
missing a
Repeat that.
magnifying glass in his hand.
Oh yeah.
He should.
Okay.
It even looks like he should be holding one, the way he's holding his
Yeah.
hand up, but there's nothing in his hand. So the next
Right.
image is interesting. It's the voice behind McGruff the crime
Whoop.
dog, and he's wearing the fedora, but not the crime dog.
Here's the thing about this picture here. He's got the chest hair sticking out. It's not McGruffy, the crime dog. He's not Italian. So, just pointing that out, just saying that.
All
Yeah.
right.
And I can talk about that because I am Italian, so I can
All
say
right.
it.
So
I
am
can
I.
say that. So he should have a gold chain. Seems like he should have a gold chain right here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Since he's got the chest hair.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Okay. Enough clowning around.
All right. So
Um,
this image is the guy who voices McGruff. He's wearing the fedora. McGruff is not. But the best residue Teresa found, which I'm going to send to you now.
Let me get it on that first image. I'm a little slow.
Okay.
No comments. No comments. Please. Oh wow. Yeah. He's wearing the guy's wearing the hat, but he's not.
Right.
What that's
But
why
the
would
best residue,
Okay.
I don't know, but that's nothing compared to this one.
Okay.
The artist next to the stamp. This is like the first day of issue card that the collectors get from the post office. There's a hat on the drawing, but not on the stamp.
Huh. Good find.
Oh
There you
yeah.
see it.
Wow.
Yep.
It says take a bite out of crime. And then there's one next to him. Looks like he put the scruff here though. See, look. You can see the chest
Yeah,
hair.
I don't remember that. That's what I'm saying. I think that's changed since I presented this last time because I don't remember the scruff. I think that's a new change. Like if you go back to when I talked about this online, I've never mentioned the scruff before. I think that's new.
Hmm.
Wow.
I don't remember the scruff there at all. And another thing I said before, instead of a magnifying glass in his hand, I remember him always tilting his head down and holding the brim of the hat. And that could be what his thumb was doing in the stamp.
Yeah.
Was holding the brim of the hat.
Right. So there's a lot going on here with this guy. He's pretty shifty. I'm glad he made it into Shifty Sunday.
Yeah, I've noticed usually what'll happen is I'll find a Mandela effect or Teresa will find a Mandela effect or we'll be covering an older Mandela effect or someone else's and I'll be like, here's another thing that's changed. I tend to find second and third Mandela effects within a Mandela effect.
It's good to revisit them, especially if once they popped up on the radar, because obviously that's where the change is happening. So stay focused on that area. You know what I mean? You keep an eye on that particular thing
Yeah.
because it seems like with these MEs, the ones that change once are prone to change more than once.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
That
like I was gonna say like Tony the Tiger. Everybody's talking about how he has a blue nose now. Like that's been going around for a long time. But then all of a sudden he had white palms for me and he never did.
mm,
And what made me think of that is I just found residue of the orange palms. Some crazy person decided to get all these serial characters tattooed on his back and it's not. Let me send it to you. Hold on one second.
oh, wow. But speaking of reoccurring Mandela effects, when you're focused on one Mandela effect, we talk about the Tom Hanks Mandela effects a lot, and we talk about Forrest Gump. If you stay focused on just that one movie alone, you get a whole bunch of Mandela effects from it. The very,
I'm
very,
gonna hang up
very, very
some.
first one. All right. But do you know what I'm saying? Like you focus on one Mandela effect, and all of a sudden you look at it long enough, look into it, it changes.
Yeah, yeah. Like she was mentioning, I don't know if you were on here or not, but about how the oh yeah, you were on here when she talked about the interview with a vampire was the vampire, and now it's the Chronicles or whatever. I mean, that's new to me.
Oh, sure, man. Yeah, that. Well, no, actually, I knew that one from a while back, but
But still, I mean, I didn't get them all at the same time. I got told the name changed,
mhm.
and then later, just now today. But I mean, did you get them all at the same time? The name change and the Chronicles all at once?
No, actually, I got the name change first, and then I got the Chronicles later. But I always
Yeah,
thought that was just a book change. I didn't realize it was a movie change as well.
yeah,
Are you talking about Interview with a Vampire?
yeah. We were just talking about how they changed more than once. That was another example.
Oh no, you can go all the way back. Like Need Input did a great video of Interview with a Vampire, The Vampire Change, and he shows Larry King live talking about the book with Anne Rice.
Mm.
Uh-huh.
And when the book comes up on the screen, you can see it. It says Interview with the Vampire: the Vampire Chronicles
Yeah, I knew
on
the.
that.
I mean, but about the movie changing the title too. That's kind of new to me.
All of it's changed. All of it. It's
Yeah,
all
but what I'm
changed
getting
going
at
back
is
to
I
day
learned
one.
about the title before I learned about the Chronicles. You know what I'm saying? But not
Oh
saying
yeah,
they
yeah, yeah,
all didn't
definitely.
change at once. But it was presented to me and like
Oh no, it
like
didn't change it once. It didn't.
okay,
It was Interview with the Vampire first, and then last year, the Vampire Chronicles just appeared out of nowhere.
I see. That's what I was trying to say.
Yes. Oh, I wasn't here for the whole conversation. I just misunderstood.
But
I'm
no, I'm
sorry.
just saying how it seems like it's like it goes through different phases of change. I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. If you,
Oh,
I
we
don't know
got.
how big that image is going to be that I just sent you, but if you can, if it's big enough, you can see that Tony the Tiger's palms are orange and they
Mm,
aren't white.
I see
So it's just a
Lucky.
little bit lucky. Yeah, he's up on the rock behind him.
It's kind of faded though. I can't really.
It's funny you
Yeah, but
bring up
it's.
the tattoo because
Hmm.
that reminds me of another Mandela effect. I had a best friend in high school who he was a black man or a black person because he wasn't a man yet because I knew him in high school, but
Hmm.
he he played football. He was really large, like he was like 6'1", 280 pounds. He looked like a full grown man, even though he was only 16, 17 years old. You know what I mean? And
Hmm.
we called him his nickname. We called him was the Taz, for short for Tasmanian Devil. And he
Hmm.
got when he turned 18. I went with him to go get a tattoo of the Tasmanian Devil on his arm, and he got the word the Taz
Uh-huh.
underneath it, Taz, and he had T-shirts that he would wear shirts that said Tasmanian Devil, the Taz, Taz this, Taz that. It was it was something that happened quite a bit. And now the Tasmanian devil don't have a Z.
Oh, wow. Doesn't have a Z.
Yeah, there's no Z in Tasmanian devil.
Okay, that's a little darker. Let's see. Sorry, guys. Go ahead. I'm just talking amongst myself here.
It's okay. I bumped up the saturation so you can see it better.
All right.
There's no white. You can see the white on his chest. Like there's no palms. It's all orange.
I could see. Yeah. Do you see that now?
Yeah, I
That's
can
the
see
one
that.
you just sent me. That one.
Yeah, that's just new residue I came across looking for something else.
Like you could see clearly, there's orange right here on the palms, right here. And now you're saying they're white, like pure white.
Yeah, he's got white palms like a real tiger does. Yeah. Yeah, I covered that on Mandela Monday, and I found one commercial where the palms were orange.
Oh, really?
Yeah, here, I'll get an image for you of how he looks now.
Okay.
So that way you can compare it.
You know what I think I want to do? I'm still friends with this person on my Facebook account, even though I'm not active on my Facebook account. I'm going to message him and ask him to send me a picture of his tattoo to see if it has an S in it now.
Oh, there we go. There's a
weird.
Oh, wow.
Palms.
So that's how it looks now. What the hell? That don't even
he never
look
had white palms for me. Nope.
Me neither. That's just here. Let me show you guys in chat what we're talking about here. This is really weird. Let's see. Check this out.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah. It almost looks like a real cat.
Yeah.
You know?
Definitely was not white for me. They were always orange.
Yeah.
Except for the older style. The older style, Tony the Tiger, was styled like a real tiger, so the white went up above the paws. The paws looked like actual tiger paws. They didn't look like a hand. That was white on the bottom for me. But when they moved to this style where Tony had hands, they were orange, and now they're white.
Interesting. Now, do you remember the Tasmanian Devil from Looney Tunes? Do you remember him with a Z?
Yeah, it was Taz, T-A-Z.
Yeah. Isn't that weird that they don't spell it that way anymore? I mean, have you experienced that Mandela effect? You're familiar with it?
I'm familiar with the country Tasmania going from Z to S.
No, the character. Yeah, the character too. Yeah.
That is wrong. Nope, that's wrong. It was definitely a Z for me. All right, so the last Mandela effect, because I do have to go soon. It's almost 11 o'clock here, and I have to get up at 4 in the morning, guys. I'm sorry.
All right.
Understood.
One more thing. I want to ask the chat. The biggest cancer society in the United States. Can you guys tell me what it is? It's the only way to describe it, because there's a word missing, and I want to ask. I don't want to give it away by asking. If you know what it is. It's the main cancer society in the United States. Does anyone in the chat? I can't see the chat. Does anyone know what I'm talking about?
So
I'm looking in chat to see if they answer. It takes them a minute.
Yeah,
they're a little behind.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of lag in the chat.
Yeah. I just don't know if that's good enough. It's the only thing I could. I mean.
Preliminal says New Jersey.
Dark Wolf Den says American.
Robin Neely says American. Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for. Okay, so let me ask them. Do they remember American Cancer Society or the American Cancer Society?
Oh, it's one of those, huh?
It's one of those. Do you remember the American Cancer Society or just American Cancer Society? I guess in the chat, just write the or no the.
Fixing Time says Cancer Research Institute.
That's a different one.
Mm-hmm.
I am talking about the American Cancer Society, though.
Yeah. We got one so far. Robin Neely
Yeah,
said,
I haven't. Yeah, and Robin Neely has put in a the. The truth sets you free says no the.
Well, this isn't the only Mandela effect with it. There's actually 3 different Mandela effects with this,
Oh
or
wow.
changes. So this is just one of them. For me, it was always the American Cancer Society.
I'm gonna
And
have to say
when you see
that's where I'm leaning towards as well.
and when you see the logo, you'll see there's room for the word the above American. There's a
All
nice little
right.
empty space where the should fit. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to send you the logo now to share. Oh, of course, it's not working. Give me 1 minute.
I've got
You have them?
yeah, you
It's
said
the blue one. I want you to show the blue one.
show the blue one. Okay. Let me get up
Yes.
there. Oh,
That's the current logo.
the one I
And then when
thought
you pull it up,
the one I thought had the skull on top, that one.
yes. Well, we're saving on that first. Don't show the skull yet.
Oh,
The
okay.
skull on top. Just show the blue American Cancer Society logo. Just the logo right now.
Just the logo. Okay, this one. That's just a regular. Okay.
Just the logo. Yep.
All right. Ooh, that's huge. They're going to see that for sure. All right, cool. Good picture. Let me just get it up there. Da-da. Da-da-da. And bingo. There you go. Let me hide this.
And as you can
There
see,
you go.
there is room on top for the. But when we look at the older logo, which we're going to look at after in a minute or two, you'll see there's even more room for the word the than there is here. But anyway, I'm just asking the chat, and I'll ask you guys. Well, not Hebrew, because Hebrew knows.
Mm-hmm.
Does anything about this look off to anybody? And if so, what looks off to you?
Okay.
I'm going to ask you, Sagittarically speaking, what do you does anything look off to you with this image? Sag? Hebrew?
I know he's there because I can hear him coughing.
Oh, Sag.
Uh-oh.
Maybe he walked away for a moment.
I'm back.
Okay, Sag.
Yes.
Do me a favor and look at the logo on the screen and tell me if anything looks off to you at all.
It's upside down. Or there's something wrong with the where it's red. Like that's supposed to not be exactly the way it is. It don't look right.
It doesn't look right. Okay, good. Does anybody in the chat, because I asked them as well, do you see anything in the chat pertaining to this looking off?
And it's the 2 snakes.
Right. Okay. So now, Hebrew, can you show them what the image should be there?
Absolutely. Let me get
the thing that you thought was a skull,
but
it's just really something round. This is the image that I remember in the red part. That image is wrong to me.
Here is let me screen share.
And knowing you, I'm sure you've already checked with Logopedia or whatever.
Yeah, this is the medicine, and it's used by multiple companies. That is what I remember next to the American Cancer Society in the red part. That is the symbol it should be there. It's called I'm going to probably pronounce this wrong. Caduceus. It says it's usually 2 snakes and wings. It's used as a symbol of medicine instead of the rod of Asclepius, which is just a single snake around a rod. So there's only 2 symbols for medicine. This and a single snake wrapped fully around a single rod. The image that's currently in the logo doesn't really mean anything. It has to have the wings on the top. So it's like a broken caduceus. I think that's how you pronounce it. So that's definitely a change for me. That was the symbol that was next to American Cancer Society in my past. I don't know what the
Yeah,
chat
for
thinks,
sure.
if they agree or not, because I can't see it. But and finally, I want to show them the original logo, which was around from 1945 when it was created to 1994 when I graduated high school. I just sent it to you again.
Okay.
It's got the same weird half caduceus without the wings. So you could argue that there's a space there for the wings or the word the, but you can see there's much for the wings or the word the. But the thing I want to ask the chat and you guys, look at that font. 1945, all those letters merged and all those cutouts, the C
Yeah.
being shaped like that.
I was
No
getting
way. No way.
ready to
What
say,
you
look
say?
at this. Broken A's, the broken
A
these
and M
C's
is
are
merged.
running into the A's here. Look at that.
A and N. It's all merged. It's all broken, and they created that in 1945. No,
No, no
no,
way.
that was not the logo I grew up with. I'm
Uh-uh.
sorry. It is all messed up. So that was the new one I wanted to bring on here.
You're
That's
Yeah,
it.
mean you
that is
mean
not my father's Oldsmobile. I'm just saying.
whoops. I made
Yeah,
it big. uh you mean to tell me that this came out first and then that logo you showed us a
that's the
newer
current logo.
the
Yes,
current
that's the
one.
current logo, 1994 to now.
The current
Yes,
one looks more like what this is all.
yes, I agree.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, people in the chat had. I mean, we're agreeing with you too, as far as the Cancer Society. Um, they saying it looked upside down, saying that the symbols were off.
Not to
Um,
mention
Yeah,
the word duh has plenty of room to be up here.
doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean look at that big hunk of space there.
Or the wings that are missing could fit there.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Why would they leave all that empty space and when they're creating a logo? That's just not normal.
No, it's not.
Logos are created, with a lot of symmetry and thought and design into the thought process into the design of keeping it, fluent and looking like it. Managing the space for a logo is a big part of creating a logo. That does not fit
Correct.
into any any logo creating scheme that I've ever been aware of.
And not only that, look at the words
Oh,
American. Well, you took it
sorry.
off the screen, but American Cancer Society. None of it lines up. It looks like a mess. It's a mess.
Mm-hmm.
That is like the one of the worst. The A is all the way over to the left, and the C is like in the middle, and then the S is more to the left, but not as far to the left as the A. It's a mess.
And
It's just a mess.
it has no there's no compassion in it. You would think a logo like that would show some, it would have soft edges, soothing, something kind and gentle about it. Now it looks anything but.
Yeah, and again, like I don't know if you guys knew this, but I've said this before on other streams. I've I have a degree in graphic design. You are taught to make things clear and concise so that because you only have that 1 second to get your message across. You don't want people to forget. You want people to remember your company.
And you
And
want
when
it to
it's a
stand
jumbled
out.
mess like that,
Yeah.
yeah, when it's a jumbled mess like that, it's harder to read and people aren't going to it's not going to stand out in their minds. So this history, this reality with the weird, I swear it's like they're creating a new alphabet where like A and M is one letter. Do you understand? Like it's just odd to me. This is just wrong. I don't know. But yeah, I just wanted to share that because I found it a couple days ago and blew my mind when I saw the 1945 to 1994 logo,
It's
the one that we
Hmm.
grew up with.
definitely all messed
Yeah.
up. Yeah, I'll agree to that. I mean, all these broken A's and the C's running together.
And the flat on top, weird loop C's. The C's are just shaped so weird. It's just weird. The cutouts are weird. The R is broken. It has a line in it. Why?
Yeah, the juice set you free says she thought it was red.
It is. The new ones are red. Oh, you mean the black and white logo had the red
Yeah.
caduceus?
Hmm.
Yeah,
Or
I
just
think you're
red,
right.
yeah.
Or just red. Yeah, I've seen it. I've never seen it in black, but that's all the logo I can find now is black. I think you're right. I think it was red, but it is also on the Red Cross because again, the caduceus is just the symbol for medicine. So many companies use the caduceus in their logos.
Yeah, it's standard, like kind of like the barber pole symbol for barbers.
Yeah,
It
Well,
goes all
that's
the way back to
interesting.
that time. Yeah.
That's
yeah.
another Mandela change that's no one seems to be talking about much anymore. Is the barber pose are all different
Oh,
now.
that one bothers me.
They got
Yeah, it
blue
was
in them.
never red, white, and blue
Yeah.
for me.
For me, it was always the red and white. Like the red represented, what is it supposed to represent? The blood of
Now the venous blood. So
yeah.
it's a blood bandages, I think, and then venous blood, which
Okay.
makes no sense because I don't know. I have a ton of residue of that as well. I mean, you can still find barber poles that are red and white, but the majority of them are red, white, and blue now.
I think I did a video on that a long time back, but I
A
don't
good
know.
place you might find residue for that would be look up Sweeney Todd images.
You think so?
Yeah, because that's all about the
It,
barber thing.
oh, so that's where it's from. I thought it was from the new. I have images from Sweeney Todd. I thought they were images from the new Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, but
Hmm.
that doesn't make sense. So yes, the image I have is from Sweeney Todd. I don't know if I can find it. If I can, I mean, I might. It might be in my Twitter folder, which might make life because that's where I shared it. Let me look really quick. If I can find it fast, I'll show it before I leave.
Cool.
Oh, let's see.
Oily Greg says barber pole red was for your ear if you moved.
Yeah, I was going to say that at the same time you did. I saw it at the same time you read it.
Or it could be red for, back in the times where they used to shave you with a straight razor. You'd have to sit very still, I would
Yeah,
imagine.
and don't try to convince me that I'm just misremembering it because that's what color candy canes are. Because I'm not buying that.
No.
Or the North Pole.
Yeah,
I've heard. Oh, that's just the North Pole that you're remembering.
Hmm.
It's like no, no.
Didn't also
They
like
didn't move. What are you
barbers
saying?
used to pull teeth back in the day.
it wouldn't surprise
I
me. I
don't.
mean, they got the same chair set up.
Yeah.
Right.
And a lot of people did multiple jobs back in the day. So
Yeah,
it wouldn't surprise me either, but I don't know, to be honest with you. I couldn't say either way.
yeah. He had both the pole and the symbol for medicine on his shop.
Right. Come on in, get a shave, a haircut, and a teeth pull.
I'm in the folder now. Just give me one more minute. I'm sorry. I just have
That's
to look through
fine.
all the images.
No
We're
problem.
not the ones who have to drive at 4 a.m. It's you that does.
Right.
That is true. That is very true.
I'm planning on doing phone calls after this, so
I'm hoping that after you do your little excursion, you're able to come back home and go back to bed.
Oh yeah, I can. I just I'm one of those people that once I'm up, it's hard to fall back to sleep.
I'm right there
So
with you. Yeah.
yeah,
Especially if I've had a couple cups of coffee to get me going in the first place.
yeah, yeah. That could make things worse, and I have to because it's a long drive, so I
Right.
have to be
Not to
alert.
mention it's probably cold. I don't know what part of the country you're in, but I
Oh
know it's
no, it's
pretty cold
beautiful here.
everywhere.
Is it
Where are
shit
you at?
Oh
around
no,
New Jersey, right?
I'm in Philadelphia. Yeah, in Philly.
Oh,
It's
okay.
Okay.
it's
Why was I thinking
it's
New Jersey?
because that's where
Well,
I'm
they're not.
from.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
But it's
they're not
like
that far
literally
from
about
each other, are they? Jersey and Philly.
no. I'm from 10 minutes away from here. Literally 10 minutes.
Ah,
Yeah,
I see. Well,
just a
you
hop
know.
across the bridge, and then I'm home.
So, what is the weather like over there right now?
We've been in the mid 70s to low 70s in the daytime, and then high 50s to like the mid to high 60s at night.
Oh, wow. So nice.
Barely jacket weather.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I wear a jacket early in the morning, and then just a sweatshirt or even a t-shirt in the afternoon.
I've been seeing people here lately wearing the sweatshirt and shorts combination. You ever seen that?
Sweatshirts and shorts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have.
It's like the top half. It's like, is your top half colder than your bottom half? I guess I don't know.
Yeah, some people. It's everybody's different.
Yep.
Some people, yeah.
I once knew this guy that could go all winter long, like all summer, all winter long with shorts, just all winter long. I'm not even talking about like shorts and the sweatshirt combo. I'm talking about like t-shirt and shorts all
Yeah.
year long. Just like,
I've known people like that as well. There are those that there's that there was always that one guy.
well, he's a pretty big dude too, though.
Right.
They got a lot of meat on the bones.
And
Keeping
I'm down here in Florida. You would be surprised how many people wear pants and I, I guess a light jacket or a sweater or like a long sleeve shirt every day to work. Or they work inside, granted, and there's air conditioning, but hey, even in the middle of the summer, it's 89, 95 degrees, and they got on pants and a long sleeve shirt and or like a sports coat or a light jacket. I don't understand it.
I
And they
used
grow
to be
out
like that.
and they grow out these thick
I would
beards.
I would
Go ahead.
go to I would go to Disney World in July and wear jeans in July
Yeah,
in Disney World. But I have to have a t-shirt on.
right. But down here in
Okay,
Florida, a lot
Hebo.
of men grow these long, thick beards too. It's like a fashion thing. I don't know what it's going on, but you wouldn't expect in a hot environment that all these men would have these like what's that duck hunting show? The duck whatever.
Duck Dynasty.
Yeah, they look like Duck Dynasty down here.
long beards.
Yeah.
Huh.
All right, go ahead
I
with your
sent it to you,
presentation. I'll
Hebro.
let you get back to it.
It's okay. It's just the one image from Sweeney Todd.
All
Yeah, I
right.
want to see
And it's
it.
got how they are now. I made a because when I post on Twitter, I try to show the same images at the same time. So the top image is what I remember. The bottom image is what it is now. It's like one image together, like a collage.
All right.
Okay.
Oh yeah, this definitely. Yep, I can see exactly what you're. Let me
It's
get.
funny I said that, and that was the exact image you had, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. That's and like I said, I've never seen the new Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and I've never seen Sweeney Todd. So I just assumed it was
Well,
from Charlie and the Chocolate
we
Factory
did
because it's like the
we
same
did the
haircut.
play in high school. Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
wait
we
a
did the
minute,
play
no,
in
I
high
think it
school.
is. Was there like I don't know? Is that from Sweeney Todd or is that Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
I can't tell from that image. I don't. I'm not. I haven't watched the
Okay.
Sweeney Todd movie, and I didn't even.
I would.
I don't know. I can't
Well,
say for sure.
that's Johnny Depp right there, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, but has the same haircut in both movies, I think.
Oh,
But
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sorry.
It had Charlie and the Chocolate Factory vibes to me when I saw the image.
Hmm.
But
I
the
see.
point is, the barber pole. That's the
Uh-huh.
point. So it
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
Yeah. The red and the
And now it's
blue.
red, white, and
The
blue.
the third, the fourth one, the third one. I mean, the middle one. That's the
Yeah.
one that is exactly the way I remember it.
You remember it with the blue?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh.
Hmm.
See, I
So there
remember
is
it
no
without the
blue.
blue.
Oh,
No, there's
okay.
blue now. You have the current memory. I
Okay.
remember it with no blue.
I see.
Yeah. See, I'm the same way. I remember it just red and white.
All right. Well,
And thank you to the Truth Sets You Free. This image that I have is from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Euler Greg, red and white only. Never
Yep, never
blue.
blue.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know. My initial is with the blue, but I can see how it could be the red too. That's all I'm trying to say. It's not like
Understandable.
super super strong. Like, oh, I'm definitely all. I'm
Right.
team blue.
Like maybe you took the update. That's all.
Yeah.
But
Well,
yeah, so I really appreciate you guys having me, but I really do have
I,
to go to bed.
All right. Well,
And
thanks for
I
coming
hope,
on. We
thanks
are
for
very
having me.
pleased
And
to
I,
have you. I'll try to catch your
oh,
live stream on Thursday. I encourage
all
anybody here
right.
to try to support her Thursday channel. She does such a great job, and she's so thorough. It's just not like she just
Thank
gives
you.
you like a half-baked Mandela effect. She takes the time
right.
to really
Uh,
break it down.
And you know what's
and
cool?
it is Curious's channel. I just want to be clear. It's not my channel. My channel
Right.
only has one video on it.
Well, that's because
But it,
you don't present because you don't use your own computer, but you show up on her channel. You're there every week, right?
yes, it
It's
is
kind
our
of like
show. It's Curious and
right.
Curiouser's channel. That's all. It's her live
Understood.
stream
Same as
show.
like me and Hebrew. I'm always on this channel with Hebrew, but I don't
Yes,
have anything on my
exactly.
channel. Okay, I'm right there with
Yes.
you.
Yeah, I don't have a computer, so I can make videos on my phone. It just takes up a lot of room and takes a lot of
Mhm.
time on the phone. That's all. That's why I have one
Understood.
video up.
All
Well, I
right.
just
Well, I'm the
But
also
like I
same.
want to
said,
Me
say,
and you
Hebrew.
are in the same boat.
I
Yep.
just also want to say, Sandy's a cool person to go to, and anytime I have a Mandela effect or I find something, we're usually on the same page with him, like the Cheers one we did, or what was the other one? We did another one, and she's cool about it. And sometimes she'll take him straight to Dan, and say, "Hey, look, we're gonna do this or present that," and Dan will usually agree to do it. And I really appreciate you. You doing that, taking them to him and putting them on Mandela Monday as well. I just wanted to clarify that I think you're cool.
Aw, thank you. I think you guys are cool too.
Yeah.
But
Well, everybody in
I'm
chat
saying
liked you. You're getting lots of warm hearts and happy farewells in chat as well.
I know
So
I'm
be sure to.
responding to them right now.
Okay.
I'm saying have a great night too. Oh,
Well, Greg
I
made
hit
comment
return.
on the chair, the dentist chair, being designed for both teeth and hair again, like I did.
It was teeth in hair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he said that barbers were often dentists because the chair is designed for both.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Oh,
have a nice evening. Get you some rest.
thank you.
Yeah.
And
Thank
yes,
you
please,
for.
I will definitely come back. I had a great time. Thank you so
All
much.
right.
And thank you, everybody in the chat. You guys all have a great night. Thank you so much, guys.
All right. Bye
Thank
bye.
you, Sandy. Take care.
All right. Bye bye.
Well, that was really great. I'm glad we had Sandy on here. She was a wonderful guest, and maybe we'll have her again on someday. I hope.
Right. No, I was just saying all that stuff to be nice. I don't really want her to come back.
Oh, okay. I see. I see how you. She's gonna watch this later, probably.
I'm just kidding.
I know, man. I know. But look, here's what we'll do. We've already been on here for 2 hours and something. Of course, I missed a good hour and a half of that, or no, maybe not that long.
You were only gone for about a half hour, my man. You weren't really gone that long.
Was
Maybe
I?
10 minutes the first time and 20 the second.
Well, here's what we're gonna do. We got 20 people watching, so
All right.
what I'm gonna do is,
No, you're not. You're not going to do that, are you?
well,
You're
yeah.
going to. No way. Seriously?
Well, see, now you just ruined it. You scared two of them off. No.
Well, that was probably Sandy and her troll. They left.
Oh, okay. I didn't know Sandy had a troll on here.
Well, we all have our own troll. You knew that. It's the rule of the internet.
Oh, yeah, true. You can't be on the internet and not have a troll. You're doing something
Exactly.
wrong. You're doing something wrong if you don't have trolls.
Right. It's kind of like that River the monkey in the trunk thing back in the 90s.
Oh, sure.
He'd come out and change your tire for you and stuff if you had a road hazard.
Well, here's what? Since when?
You don't remember the monkey? Well, it was like a running joke. Like back in the 90s.
I remember the monkey that was in the closet on Family Guy.
Well, it's a similar concept. Let's. I digress. So you're going to do what now?
I'm going to go ahead and open the phone lines.
Open the phone lines. How exciting! Are you going to put the number up?
No, I think I'll just let people figure it out in their heads, their minds.
Well, let's guess the number between 1 and 10. We have to do it 7 times plus the area code.
Right.
You guys ready? Let's start.
The PIN number too. They got.
Oh yeah. This is going to be a long night, guys.
Oh boy. No, seriously though. There's that.
All right.
So we got the number up there and the PIN. I'm going to go ahead and guess it would help if I opened the conference. And there we go. I'm opening it now.
This free conference call is provided by Uber Conference. You are the first participant on this Uber conference. Please hold while we wait for the others to join.
And I'll go ahead and mute up. There we go. Everybody's on mute now. So you guys can call in anytime you want. I was going to do that earlier when Sandy was on, but she had so much to present. There was no sense in opening the phone lines at that point.
Right.
But even if someone doesn't call in, we've had a good show. We've had a 2 hour and 20-minute show already.
Oh wow, yeah, not bad for Armor not being here. But we did have a very special guest that really helped make up for it.
Oh yeah, man. I'll tell you what.
I do also have those things I sent you if you want to talk about those, if you're up to presenting more.
Oh shoot, I totally forgot. That's right. You know what? I also have but I don't have the graphics, so I'll do it next week. I had a what grinds my gears segment I was going to do, but I don't have the graphics for it.
Well, has that ever stopped you before?
No, but I will.
So why should it stop you now?
Well, you know what? It's more of a matter of professionalism. You've got to have the picture up there. People won't know that it's what grinds my gears segment.
Oh yeah, you got a point there. You know what grinds my gears? When I want to do a grinds my gear segment, but I don't have a freaking picture to show, so I'm not able to tell you what grinds my gears.
I'm blaming Armor for that one. He has all of the stuff,
Right?
I had to work hard tonight. You know that? I had to present a lot of stuff.
I know, right? You really had to step your game up.
Yeah.
and you had to go handle a family matter. I mean, you've been quite the busy person.
Tell me about it, man. I thought this night was going to fall apart, and I was like, "Oh no!" First
You
I
know
was
what?
thinking,
It tried to, didn't it? But we kept it together, man.
"Oh
We're your
yeah,
glue.
that's right, man." So anyway, what's this thing you're wanting to present, sir?
Well, there's a
Oh,
couple different things, and they kind of go hand in hand. Um, do you have the 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 circle thing?
I'm going to our hangouts
The,
now, sir.
okay,
It's on Shifty Sunday, right?
I sent some
Oh,
to Shifty. Yes, I'm pretty sure there is Shifty.
I see Colonel Trotman on there
Well, yeah.
and the World War II vet. Did you want to do the food thing or the Circle of Life thing?
Let's do the circle thing first.
Okay. Oh, I can't get it very big.
Well, it is what it is.
Yeah. I'm sorry about that, bro.
That's cool. No worries.
You're supposed. Okay. Let me go to share the screen. I've been doing this all night, man. I've been having. I'm learning how to screen share a lot better. I'll say that much.
Right?
And there we
Hmm.
go. You could see it, but it's in the corner. But maybe you'd like to explain to people what this all means. All of this. What does it all
Well,
mean?
it's basically the Fibonacci circle. The now all of a sudden I can't even think. Um, what's the other one? It's like right on the tip of my. Oh no, I got it right here in my notes.
You have notes?
Yes.
Oh, cool. I need to learn how to make those. I'm all over the place with my stuff most of the time. I'm not all together like you are. Sagittariusly speaking has his shit together. And Hebrew doesn't. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, you're fine. Let's see here.
I can do my impression of a werewolf real quick if you want.
That's not necessary.
Oh, okay.
But go ahead if you really want to.
No, I just, it wasn't going to be a very good one. I was just going to growl and say, "Arr, I'm a werewolf."
Really? You're just going to do that?
Yep. I know. I'm pretty low energy right now. Pretty low energy.
I see. Here we go. I'm almost there, my man.
All right. Now there is
It's
another.
the golden ratio. That's the Fibonacci sequence, the golden ratio. Basically, it's also known as the fingerprint of God, loosely speaking, simply because it shows up in so many different things in nature. I mean, obvious examples are there. Let me go back and see which image you're sharing because I think I sent you more than one picture, didn't I?
Yeah, but I'm only. Hold on a second. I'm only sharing the one right now. Do you want me to share the other one?
Yeah, go to the other one. It's a little bit more. I mean, those are great examples right there of it showing up in nature, and basically what the golden ratio is it's when you take um, basically a square and you cut a rectangle out of the square and you fold it over out of itself. It's A equals B, A plus B equals AB over and over and over again, and it slowly over as exponentially grows in a spiral. It gets larger and larger and larger, and mathematically, it's um, it's one of those things that just shows up as part of and creation in any form of creation that nature and or mind you um, you know, in so many different forms of creation. Basically, it is the creation ratio, you might say, and it's funny that it even shows up in the pentagram, in the way that the pentagram angles go up and down, like when you're drawing a star, literally with your pencil. Every angle that you make is an exponential, that it has that same exponential growth. And when you cut it out, what, one, two, three, four, five times, it creates a star or a pentagram, whichever way you want to look at it. But it's just and and there's always been so much bad symbolism against the pentagram. That's what we're indoctrinated to believe. But it's actually, it's a powerful symbol simply because it has the creation ratio built into it. That's what makes it so. That's what makes it so, the esoterical value of it so prominent, so meaningful. It's misunderstood. It's a misunderstood um, as being bad, but simply because it's just so powerful. It's such a powerful image, and your mind can see the math. I mean, when you look at a picture of, like, you look at, I don't know which one you're showing now because I'm looking at my notes. But when you look at the picture of bring up the second one that I gave
Yeah,
you.
that's what I got on here. The baby or whatever this thing is.
Yeah, with the baby and the and right there with the golden ratio drawn right next to it. I mean, look at how obvious it is this shows up in so many different forms, and I'm sure that if you've watched any type of video before, I'm sure that this has been brought up. It's not like it's some brand new thing I just discovered. I just thought it would be worth presenting and talking about on Shifty Sunday. And for those who may not have been aware of just how blatant it really is, and I just thought these were some good examples.
Now, what was that thing you were talking about earlier when you were mentioning God's thumbprint?
Yeah, it's known also as God's fingerprint. I mean, look at, if there was ever like something that God touched and he was laying his finger on something and leaving an imprint. I mean, look at that last image. Does it not look like, kind of like a fingerprint to you in a weird kind of way?
Oh, sure, man. Like right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of does. And I'll tell you what, this image here on top, I wasn't going to mention anything. I know what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be what, the Milky Way or the universe or something.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like Africa a little bit. I mean, look at
I
the
can see that. Yeah.
shape right there, the thing hanging down. And what I forgot that, but it's on the opposite side. The thing hanging down should be on this side. But I've actually got on my wall, and this is off topic a little bit, but on my wall, there's a crack in my wall, and it's in the shape of Africa.
Okay.
And this little baby right here, by the way, kind of looks like a shrimp.
Yeah, I can see that.
This part here, the head.
Well, the shrimp is another example. Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, if you Google golden ratio and then click images, the list is astounding. How long? How many different? I mean, you could just sit there and look at image after image after image after image. There's so many examples, especially in nature. Any type of it's always got a symmetrical golden ratio. It almost always exists in some way, shape, or form. And then I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I thought you were done. I'm sorry. Go
I was
ahead.
going to say, what can you see chat? We haven't given chat a shout out lately. I thought you might want to see if they got any new comments and give them a shout out.
Oh, I can't do that and be on and screen share at the same time.
Okay, well, I'll go ahead and do it.
All right.
All right, well, let's see here. I'm going to scroll up a little bit. We have Dark Wolf Den, Robin Neely with a wrench, CJ Wood, Fixin' Time, The Truth Will Set You Free, Euler Greg, Preliminal with a wrench, I'm still scrolling. Vitaly Hemsvesky
Hey, you did good at that one.
and Red Shirt Blues and Mad Max. And I
And
think that's everybody who's commented recently. And there's
and,
19 in chat.
and I think.
And there's a zombie cat cub is here.
Mm-hmm.
Zombie
Wait,
cat cub.
cat cub.
Cat cub.
I thought it was just zombie cub.
Well, now it's cat cub.
Oh, okay, my mistake. Oh, it's Armor who keeps calling her cat cub. Or him. I don't know. I would also like to point out that Awake and Activate is in the house also.
Okay, I didn't see anything there, but
Yep.
I believe it.
She was in there. I don't know if she's still here or not. She might be working.
All right. If you want to go ahead and show that, I sent you a better image than the one I sent you originally on that other thing I was going to share
Okay, hang on a second.
about the food.
Oh, yeah, I like the food one. Why don't we talk about the food one? I like that one. I'll go ahead and did you mention Fixin' Time?
Yes, I did, but you can say it again.
Oh,
I think it was one of the first ones I read.
All right, cool. Let me go ahead and set you up to where you have you know what, the food one. That's going to make me
Yeah,
hungry.
I'm bringing it back up on my end as well.
I'm going to eat some of those beans so I'll have good what were the beans for? Kidney health?
Yes. Well, it's funny. I came across this the other day, and it's an article that was talking about foods that look like the body parts that they're good for.
Oh yeah, that's huge. Okay.
I'm trying to get back to it. Let's see. It'd probably be better to do it this way.
I've almost got it on the screen, so if you want to go to YouTube and there you go.
All right. Okay, I'll just do it that way.
Yeah, it's on the screen now.
All right. Just bear with me. I'm waiting on the spinning circle to go away.
Oh, I hate that spinning circle.
Okay.
The spinning circle.
All right. Oh, now I got to turn off chat so that the words aren't in the way. All right. So, like if you, right there, the first example, the carrot, and you cut the carrot, you slice the carrot, and, you've heard since you were a kid, carrots are good for your eyes, right? They help your vision. Isn't that funny how much a sliced carrot looks like an eyeball?
See, I've never noticed that before until I saw that on screen. We talked about that earlier.
Yeah. And then the tomatoes are supposedly good for your heart. And wouldn't you know, a tomato sliced in half kind of resembles a heart?
I'm not really seeing that. I'm seeing like lungs. It kind of looks like lungs to me.
Well, it's kind of a stretch, but not terribly, because you got all the different chambers and the things reaching from the middle to the out, and then just the overall general shape of how we draw a heart if you was to put a point at the bottom.
True.
But you're right. It is a little bit more of a stretch than some of them. And the sweet potato.
You see what I mean by lungs real quick, though? You have this.
Oh, totally. I totally can see the lungs. Yeah.
And this here, like two lungs.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Then
Totally.
you get the windpipe going down here. I'm just saying.
Right.
I'm not trying to.
No, you're right. I'm with you on the lungs thing. I'm with you. And you got to wonder if maybe, like, I'm just throwing this out hypothetically, but, back before, we could really have all this, nutritional, scientific way of applying nutrition, maybe it was nature's way of trying to show us, what's good for what, because of the obvious, similarities there. Not that people knew what a brain looked like, I guess maybe back in, I don't know, I guess maybe they did, I'm just kind of I digress. But the walnut is supposedly good for your brain,
Hmm.
and and it kind of looks like a brain, you know.
Okay.
And the kidney with the kidney.
Now
I
the
mean,
kidney one for sure. I'll agree with you on the kidney one. It is really shaped like a kidney.
yeah, I would say that. I mean, it's hence it's called a kidney bean. I mean, I
Right.
think they named it that for a reason.
Yeah, I think so, man.
It would be funny though if it was called the pancreas bean.
Yeah, really.
Yeah,
But
which
it could
the
also,
sweet potato, does the sweet potato look like a pancreas? I think that's the pancreas looks like
uh,
something else to me.
the pancreas kind of looks like something dirty.
Yeah, let's move on. All right.
Now I have seen sweet potatoes kind of look like a duck sometimes.
Yeah.
So I don't. Do we have a body part that's shaped like a duck? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
Go on.
Ginger, the stomach.
Mm,
Okay.
I don't
I
really see
mean,
it.
if you say so. The citrus with the breast, I can kind of see that. But who's going to chop a breast in half to make sure it looks like an orange? Not me, I'll tell you.
A doctor probably. I don't know. Maybe a
Yeah,
guy that does breast implants.
right.
You know, I don't
And
see
then
it myself,
and
but
then you got the pig with the testes. I mean that. I mean, I guess.
no, I would say the walnuts resemble more of testy. That's
Well,
not,
I know it's kind of cold up there where you're at.
I was gonna say that's more on the out, the
Oh, okay.
outside, you know. But maybe after a nice cold swim, you know.
uh, All
Okay.
right, and the grapes with the lungs. I'm not really so sure about that one, but I'll roll with it.
Wait, where's the
Eh,
lungs at? What's supposed to be the lungs? That grapes?
Yeah,
And
because
you
it
know,
has because your lungs have all those little cells in them. Remember how they always try to tell you about the little cells?
oh yeah.
And then the avocado with the uterus. And I saw another one where they said the avocado um, is good for when women are pregnant, and it kind of the seed looks like the baby in the mother's womb. So if you want to go there,
Oh yeah, we can go there totally.
yeah,
But you know what I think of the brain? I think more of like scrambled eggs or something.
okay.
I'm just saying.
You think of you're always wanting to put eggs in the situation. You know that?
Really? You
Yeah,
think?
you're always talking about eggs.
Well, I'll tell you
Is
what.
eggs one of your favorite foods? I'm just curious.
No, but I'll tell you what. That's how I start off every morning, man. Is like with 6 eggs, 6 raw eggs,
uh,
a glass, and then you
right.
take a large steak.
Uh,
You cook half of the steak and save the other half because you really want to get the blood out of the steak.
okay.
You know that gives you the extra raw protein that you need for working out.
All
So
right. And then I guess you go out in the snow and carry timber around.
you go out. Well, you gotta find someone for broken down carriage, and then maybe their horse is injured or something. So then you got to take their carriage and you got to strap it to your back and carry them while they're on the
Uh,
carriage. That's part of the workout,
I see.
right? And then you chop wood. You got to chop
Uh,
at least I don't know what, 4 or
a
5.
cord of wood.
Yeah,
All right.
and then you
You know, I would like to see your new video series working out with Hebrew. You're gonna. I can't wait to see that.
sure you do about 100 push-ups, and then you do sit-ups. But here's how you got to do the sit-ups though. You can't just do sit-ups the ordinary way like everyone else does. You got to hang upside down off of a what
A
they call
jungle gym set.
Well, no, not off of a rafter. You got to hang upside
Oh,
down
okay, a rafter. Yeah.
off of a rafter while somebody has a fire going just below you.
Okay. So, are we getting any hits on the phone, on the bat phone there, Batman?
I was just going to tell you, we haven't had any phone calls just yet. Just
All
yet.
right.
But I know you had one more thing that you wanted to talk about.
Oh, I did, huh?
Yeah.
Refresh my memory.
I thought we were going to do a segment called Good News.
Oh, okay. And you do you have one ready?
I have some good news ready for everyone.
All right. Well, good news is let's hear the good news.
Well, hang on. Let me get it up there. I got to stop screen sharing.
And this is in honor of Armor, who had to go back to Germany. So while he's gone,
Yeah.
we're going to keep this segment alive in his name.
It's in his honor, and we just hope
Yes.
that he comes back to Germany in one piece. By the way,
Mm-hmm.
no. The funny thing is, what I heard is when Trotman went to go find him, he said, "I don't want to do it." He didn't want to do it at first. He said, "I'm retired."
Well, Troutman hears that a lot.
Yeah, he said, "I'm
It,
retired." He said, "You know what he said?" He told him, "I work for God now."
yep. He does God's work.
That's right.
He's no longer a part of the military. He don't want to be part of the system, part of the man.
But I
He
think
works for the father, not the man.
that's right. But I think Trotman somehow convinced them that he was
It
doing
was an important mission.
he was doing some kind of God. He came back later, like what was it, a day later or something?
Yeah, it's like 20 minutes later, or about 5 scenes later in your typical Rambo movie.
Right. So
Something terrible, worse happens to somebody that Armor probably felt the need to compelled to go tend to it.
Yep. So this segment is in honor of Armor Up.
All right.
So I'm going to tell the story as soon as I
That
get.
Troutman, man, he always convinces them, don't he?
Oh, I know, man.
All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay, let me see if I get. Oh crap! Where'd it go? Oh no! Don't tell me I sent it to Shifty Sunday, right?
You lost the good news?
I got the good news, man. Hold on. It was right after all your food stuff. Here we go.
All right.
All right. So here's what the article basically entails. So here is Armor Up segment good news. Okay. Are you ready?
Yep.
I'm going to read the argument. And the title of the article is Anonymous Postal Worker Sent Girl a Sweet Package After She Addressed a Letter to God About Her Dog in Heaven.
Oh.
All right, so this is kind of a touching one, so everyone get those Kleenexes ready.
Yeah, get your tissues ready.
All right, let's see if I can read this name. Georgia Thomas posted this photo on Facebook along with a story that is sure to restore your faith in humanity. She gave GNN permission to reprint it here after it had been shared countless times on social media. Our 14-year-old dog Abby died last month. The day after she passed away, my 4-year-old daughter Mary was crying and talking about how much she missed Abby.
All right.
She asked if we could write a letter to God so that when Abby got to heaven, God would recognize her. I told her that I thought we could, so she dictated these words. Okay? With
All
me
right.
so far?
Yep.
Dear God, will you please take care of my dog? She died yesterday and is with you in heaven. I miss her very much. I am happy that you let me have her as my dog even though she got sick. I hope you will play with her. She likes to swim and play with balls. I am sending a picture of her so when you see her, you will know that she is my dog. I really miss her. All right.
All right.
There's that part. And it says, Love Meredith. Okay.
All right.
We put the letter in an envelope with a picture of Abby and Meredith and addressed it to God/heaven.
All right.
We put our return address on it. Then Meredith passed several stamps on the front of the envelope because she said it would take lots of stamps to get the letter all the way to heaven. That afternoon, she dropped it into the letterbox at our post office in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. A few days later, she asked if God had gotten the letter yet. I
All
told
right.
I told her that I thought he had. Okay.
I'm with you so far.
All right. Yesterday, there was a package wrapped in gold paper on our front porch addressed to Meredith in an unfamiliar hand. Meredith opened it. Inside was a book by Mr. Rogers called When a Pet Dies. Tapped to the inside front cover was the letter we had written to God and its opened envelope. On the opposite page were the picture of Abby and Meredith and this note. Okay.
I'm with you.
Dear Meredith, Abby arrived safely in heaven. Have the picture was a big help, and I recognized her right away. Abby isn't sick anymore. Her spirit is here with me, just like it stays in your heart. Abby loved being your dog. Since we don't need our bodies in heaven, I don't have any pockets to keep your picture in, so I'm sending it back to you in this little book for you to keep and have something to remember Abby by.
Oh.
Thank you for the beautiful letter and thank your mother for helping you write it and sending it to me. What a wonderful mother you have. I picked her especially for you. I send my blessings every day and remember that I love you very much. By the way, I'm easy to find. I'm wherever there is love. Love God. So,
Well, that was really nice.
whew, man. That's
So
kind
I sent you a link for a good news segment, and this one you don't have to read, but you do have to play. It's a video. It's a short little video.
well,
If
hang on a
I don't
second.
know if you can play it or not.
1 second. I want to show the audience the picture of Abby and this little girl.
Okay, yeah, I definitely want to see that.
Yep. I want to go
I
ahead.
didn't know you had a picture.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Let me get screen share on. And I'm sure everyone would be interested in seeing this.
Well, yeah.
Let's see here. Go here. And there you go. What do you think of that?
Aw. Oh man, you should have had the picture on while you were reading the story.
I guess so. But you know what? There it is for everyone to see.
Yeah. That is very heartwarming. And the video that I would like you to share goes right along with the same lines. It's about unusual friendships. How friendships can take place in from places where you least expect them.
Really?
Yes.
And it's a video I got to play?
Yeah, and it's only like 2 minutes long. I don't think you're going to get. It's an old news segment from from a couple years ago. I don't think the copyright hounds are going to get you for it.
Okay. Let me get it Hope there's no hold on, let me mute up in case there's commercials.
There's no. Oh yeah, there might be one at the beginning. You're right. But it's one of those times when the news actually showed good news instead of how many people died or somebody that got shot or whatever. You know how the news goes.
All right, I'm going to share it and get screen share going. Screen share. Hit that button there and this button here. And yeah, it's always good to receive some good news. And I know God's Armor would be proud of us.
Yes, he will be. Hopefully, he'll get to see this.
So here's this. There we go. And let me rewind it a little bit from the beginning. And here we go.
You could call this a dogtail. Or you could call it a ducktail. But for the 25 people that live in tiny Strout, Minnesota, it's not a tale at all. For them, the story of Max and Quackers is already legendary.
Sometimes on my way home, I actually kind of hope they're out there because they're just too precious to look at.
And they're hard to miss. On any given day, rain or shine, the pair can be found sitting along Highway 28, looking like a greeting card, just waiting for a catch. It's a lonely country roadway, and in some ways that's symbolic of how this unlikely pair came to be.
Initially, he was very energetic. He was everywhere.
Max was 5 years old when Patrick and Kirsten Riley adopted him. He became friends with Sasha, another husky they had at the time. But when Sasha passed away, Max was alone, until the Rileys got Quackers the duckling. He, too, had lost a couple buddies along the
Wow.
way.
He was without any friends. And so Max would sit next to his pen all the time, and I think they just kind of bonded that way. And then after we let them get out, they just never left each other's side.
That's kind of cool.
That Quackers took to Max like
I know, right?
water. But the feeling was mutual. Alone no longer. They now do everything together. Everything.
They sleep together, they eat together, they drink together, they go for walks together down the road. Everything is together.
They share carpeted sleeping quarters in the garage, and bright and early in the morning, it's not unusual to hear the sound of wet feet and paws, sometimes even a quack and a bark. It's enough to get anyone driving by to do a double take.
We see people stopping over there all the time.
That's
The
kinda
traffic
cool.
gets clogged up over there sometimes because of all the pictures getting taken.
Pictures that they'll send to the Rileys.
They love it. They say it brightens their day. They're so happy to see this different friendship and love.
The Rileys know Max is no longer a young pup. He's 84 in dog years. But if you measure your journey through life by being a good friend to someone else, then these two have put on a lot of miles together. After all, if a dog and duck can put aside their obvious differences, why can't the rest of us?
Some people have said
There you
that
go.
a duck will find a mate, a companion, and once they have that companion, they're set. And that's what Quackers found with Max.
That's
John
awesome.
Morrison, WCCO 4 News.
Yep. Isn't that pretty cool?
Thing.
Isn't it great?
Oh, wow,
so
man.
great.
Yeah.
I tell you, whoops. Yeah, man, that's freaking amazing.
Who would have thought a duck and a dog could become friends?
A duck and a dog. Duck and a dog. Yes, sir. Boy, I tell you what, now that is what I'd like to call a good news story.
Yeah.
It's good, it's heartwarming, it's uplifting, and I think that will end our news segment for tonight.
Yes.
And that was for you, Armor. We did that for you, buddy. So, well, you know what? I ain't getting no calls.
All right. I'm ready to wrap this one up and put a bow on it.
I'm going to go ahead and hang up. But what I'd like to do real quick is, since Yuri gave the shout out and everything, and Yuri did everything we could do, what I'd like to do is do a real quick what grinds my gears. Are you ready? It's going to be a quick one.
All right, I'm ready for it.
All right. Remember the other day, and this kind of ties in what you were talking about on Taco Tuesday, which I have in the banner right there in the window. You can see it. The chat can see it. And that's right, people. Remember to watch Taco Tuesday, 8 Central, 9 Eastern. Wait, that's not right. We do it in the afternoons. I'm sorry. I'll have to change that. But anyway, you were talking about millennials and how everything has changed because of the millennial culture and how that they have changed the way we do things in our culture. And one of the things that has changed is how we handle money in our culture. With me so far?
I'm with you so far.
And one of the things that I remembered you saying and didn't really buy into the whole thing was the fact that they no longer use code hard cash.
Right?
They use credit cards, debit cards, whatever cards you could think of. In other words,
You can even just use your phone now. You can use an app on your phone to pay for things.
and it's very crazy how right you were. You were so close. I mean, you were so not close. You were so on the nose about what you were saying. And what grinds my gears is we went to the Red Lobster. Me and my wife did. We had we had lovely dinner. Everything was good. Don't get me wrong. Everything was just fine. The service was great. The food was good. The price was good. I'm not complaining about the price, although, you know, if you go there on Mondays, it's $15 endless shrimp. You go there any other time, it's $15.99. Just saying.
Okay.
But so everything went good until we got the bill. And when we got the bill, I was expecting to be handed a piece of paper, a check, so I could go ahead and put the money. You know how they got those little black books?
Yeah. I'm with you so far.
You put the money in there, and
they put the receipt in the book.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, all of a sudden, the waiter comes up and he said, "Now, here's how you pay." And he just points to the computer screen. And I go, "Okay, that's kind of weird, but I'll give it a try." So I push the button, and there's no option on there for cash whatsoever or check. There's no option for cash or check whatsoever on that screen.
Oh, really?
You have to slide your card, whatever card it is. And I'm sitting there. I'm like, "Excuse me. I hope you guys take cash still because I've got cash. That's all I have on me is cash."
Right.
And this isn't a huge what grinds my gears. It's just a small gripe. It's like, can you please take in consideration for people that still carry cash, at least have the option on the screen that you're going to be paying in cash? You know what I mean?
Right. Or he should have asked you are you paying in cash, and if not, you use the screen. That should have been how he presented it to you.
Yeah. He just kind of pointed at the screen, said, "This is how you pay," automatically assuming that all I had on me was cards.
Right. Huh. So people don't really pay in cash anymore, even at Red Lobster. Go figure.
Yeah, it's
so I assume there was an option, and he took your money, and everything was okay.
Oh yeah, everything was okay.
But you still had to go through that awkward moment of trying to figure out how to pay a computer with cash.
Right.
Yeah.
Excuse me, sir. Can you come back to our table, please?
You know, that could be another good one for our shirt. You know, I traveled 8,000 light years from Orion just to figure out how I'm going to pay you with cash.
Oh, I meant to ask. Right. I meant to ask Oiler Greg at the top of the show. We got busy, you know, it's you, me, and Sandy talking. I'm wondering how his shirt fits him and how does he like the shirt? Did he mention it?
Well, let's see. I'm looking in chat here now. He hasn't commented in a few minutes.
Uh-oh.
Well,
He might have
about
left.
5 minutes ago he did, so he might still be here.
Oh, okay.
Let's give him a second. Preliminal says he still uses cash. Robin says soon a lot of places won't be taking cash. Preliminal never ate at Red Lobster.
Oh, cool. I'm glad you like it, dude.
Yes, great shirt, fits great.
Cool. Armor got his, and that's what
I'm still waiting on mine. It's funny you say that because Amazon. I was taking out the garbage today, and the Amazon truck stopped in front of my driveway, and I got all excited because I knew everybody got their shirts, and I went up, walked up to wait by the truck while he was, getting in the back there looking for the package that he needed to get, and I saw him stack one and then two up on the top of the front of the truck, and then he got out and went to the house across the street. It wasn't even for me today, so. But what are the odds of a delivery coming across? I mean, it's not like the Amazon truck is out here every day dropping off packages. I mean, you do see them from time to time, but it was just kind of weird. He wasn't here for me today.
It's probably going to come regular priority mail. It doesn't have anything to do with Amazon.
Oh yeah, you're right. I don't know what I was thinking. I mean, it didn't say Amazon on the truck. It was just like the package delivery guy.
Okay.
So I just assumed it was, I don't know how Teespring is shipping it, but
I'm pretty sure it's just regular priority mail.
Yeah, Oiler, did yours come in the standard post office? Can you answer that for me? How yours came? Was it in your mailbox? And that's really all I got.
Cool. I was kind of hoping one of these cats would call in and we'd have a little bit of a conversation, but at the same time, I'm kind of glad they didn't. No offense, but we are at the 3-hour mark.
Yeah, we've had a great show. I think it's time to wrap it up, my man.
All right. Well, let me get my theme song ready. I got to get that ready. While I'm getting that ready, you can read some of the comments if you want to.
All right. I can do that. Let's see. Robin says she likes using cash, but paying bills with cards is easier. A lot of people are trying this Bitcoin stuff out too. I'm not really sure what's up with that. I don't do Bitcoin. Maybe it's something to look into, but I just don't trust it just yet. I hear bad things. I hear some good things about it. If you get in early, you can do well, but if you get in late, you can get robbed. Oh, and are you starting it?
Try not to, but it keeps. Hold on.
It keeps going without you, huh?
Yeah. You were saying. I'm sorry.
Robin wants Euler to model the shirt. Yeah, if you send in a picture of you wearing the shirt, Euler, we will definitely share it if you're willing to do that. And does the shirt have He-Man on it? Preliminal wants to know. I guess he wasn't here when we showed a picture of the shirt.
No, it has. I could show a picture of it, but I mean.
Well, then go right ahead. You got one handy?
I don't have one handy. That's the problem.
Oh, okay.
But hey, you know what? If you go to Teesprings, you can find out.
Yeah, teesprings.com/store/Ebro. It's there. It's all there.
Let's see here. Let me go ahead and screen share this. I got t-shirts. I got coffee mugs. I got sweatshirts, or not sweatshirt, hoodies. Let me
All
go.
right. Oiler Greg is saying he might. He's thinking about doing being sharing an image. You don't have to include your face in the image, Oiler, if you don't want to. You can just show the shirt. It's totally up to your discretion. You can put on a hat and sunglasses if you feel more comfortable.
There's the shirt.
Oh yeah, it looks good in black.
Yeah. I believe I sent him one in black. I think I sent you one in blue.
Yeah, I asked for blue. Robin sees the coffee cup. She likes the coffee cup.
Let me go ahead and do
Where
this.
can you show the coffee cup one more time?
Oh, sure. I could show them all. See, check it out, people. And there you go.
It's just neat. You know, when I watch other YouTube channels and all they spend the first 10 minutes every show talking about their merchandise, I get perturbed
Oh,
by
yeah.
it. But now that we have our own Shifty Sunday stuff, I just like the fact that we have our own Shifty Sunday stuff. It's exciting, you know.
It is exciting. And you know what? We don't have the option yet. I don't have enough subscribers to take donations. So in a way, this is kind of like, if you're wanting to donate to the show in any way, not only are you donating to the show, but you're getting something in return,
Yep.
It's just a nifty little. There's the coffee mug. These come in different colors, not just blue, by the way.
All right.
Blue shows the Shifty Sunday, Hebrew, sagittarically speaking, and armored up. You can see it there.
Yep.
Um,
You know, I can see Armor's coffee in there now. You know, it would be black coffee.
oh yeah, he drinks it. How does he drink it again? I forgot.
Black like a man.
Yeah. Mm.
How much is the cup? Robin wants to know.
The cup. Let's see here. $12.99 for the cup.
All right.
Let's see
I guess
what it looks like.
That's reasonable, I guess.
There's what it looks like in black.
Okay, yeah. Go with like one of those maroon, dark, purpley colored ones. Just because it seems like that would go good with the yellow.
This one? Oh man, that looks kind of cool.
Yeah.
There's a darker one. Hold on. There.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, that's a good color scheme there. That
Now,
looks tight too. That looks royale.
now if you
Like-
read the description, waking up in the morning is hard enough, but when times are shifty, it's even more so. Why not start your day off with a Shifty Sunday coffee mug? That's right, the Shifty Sunday coffee mug, because when the shift hits the fan, you're going to need caffeine.
Did you write that?
Yep.
That's pretty good, my man.
I thought that was pretty funny. I also have these. Did you see the hoodies?
Well, I mean, you're here. You might as well show them.
Here's the hoodies. They got the same nothing on the back. Different colors.
Oh, wow.
Let's see what it would look like at midnight blue. You like that color.
Right.
How about light blue? Oh, man. I don't know.
Well, it makes the print stand out a lot more. That's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
It seems like they should do something with the image itself, like kind of make it match the color of the shirt. Like, see that red with all that black square? That just don't look right. You know what I mean?
I know it, man.
But it's all good. I mean, I would still wear it. I think I would rather on a hoodie it be on the back anyway than the front.
Now here's the long sleeve tees, and I'll tell you what's cool about the long sleeve. As you got the front there, right?
Uh huh.
Can you see what it says there?
I can, but I can't read it. I mean, I can see that it says something, but there's no way I could. It's too small for me to read it.
I'll read it off to you. When the shift hits the fan, watch Shifty Sunday.
All right.
Yeah.
Now I see you got the fan, but I don't see any shift hitting it.
Right?
I guess that would be too graphic, though.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I guess you're right.
There's the back. See, it's got our names on it.
Robin Neely liked the shade of pink that they offered.
Uh-huh. Cool. Yeah. Well.
All right. Well, I think that pretty much covers it.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody, for sticking with us through the end of the show. Almost everybody's still here. They even put up with our little product and plug in our product.
Our product placement, which I'm going to put the thing on there one more time. Whoops, that's armor. You can go check out his stuff too. He's got some pretty cool stuff.
Yes, he does.
Some really cool stuff. So there's the site right there. So yeah, I'd like to thank everybody who joined in, who watched Shifty Sunday tonight, and hopefully next week we'll be right back with our regular format. And what else can I say? But God bless and keep you all. And we love each and every one of you. Yeah.
Very true. Very true.
There's my final thoughts. How about you?
Right there with you. Ditto what he said.
All right, cool. Well, for everybody here at the Hebrew channel, we'd like to wish you all a happy Monday. And by the way, tune in Monday. Dan could have the show Monday. Who knows? And that does it for Shifty Sunday, everyone. Good night. Hey, wait a minute. I don't have the screen on, do I?
Nope.
Sorry. Hang on. Armor usually does this. That's why I'm kind of bad at it. All right. Hide that little note right there. And here we go.
S is for the
Ooh.
asses that have disappeared. H is for Haas, it's changed, my dear. I is for incredible, lots of changes to our edibles. F is freaky cause Mandela effects are all the buzz. And T is for time that's running fast. Y is for your memories, hope they last. If it's not a fun day, won't you join me Shifty Sunday? Shifty Sunday for Emmys. Shifty Sunday, if you please.
And there we go.